DP.
Dan Patrick.
Welcome to the Dan Patrick Show.
We are the most unathletically decorated show in radio history, I think.
America's most revered sports talk show.
Respect the position that you have.
But today, Dan Patrick and the four Danettes are not here. So sitting in for Dan Patrick and hosting the Dan Patrick Show, here's Steve Covino and Rich Davis.
Oh, here we go. Getting situated as we do day 2 of our Dan Patrick Hall. 4 shows this week.
That's right. We got today, tomorrow, and Friday.
Yeah, buddy.
That's right. And if you missed this yesterday, catch the podcast. By the way, Spot's giving me hand signals, but he didn't give me the indicator.
About the indicator's the ear.
Yeah.
The ear.
It's ear to hat, and that means lift my chair up for the video because we have a brand new video option, a brand new YouTube page, and it's youtube.com slash like the guitar player from Guns N' Roses.
Yes.
Slash.
Can't find him on my keyboard. Hold on.
At Covino and Rich FSR. But you got to find the little slash emoji. I'm just kidding.
Say that again?
It's youtube.com slash Covino and Rich FSR to watch the video stream. So tell your friends about it. Subscribe. It's a simple clickaroo of the button. A simple click. And we can be friends. You can watch us live. And Spot, is my chair situated just right? And remember, it's ear to nose. That means lift the seat up.
Indicator.
And ear to hat just means, all right, on with the show now. And that's what we're going to do. We're live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. We got lots to get to today. Super pumped. We got prizes. We got Showtime Mahomes trivia. Our Broke Mahomes stops by and asks some trivia questions. Your chance to win an IOU Nerf football. We got to talk a little baseball, some NFL, of course.
Well, 24 days until the start of the NFL season. So, of course, football on the cabeza. Football's on the mind because we're getting to that point now where it's like, all right, who's going to be for real or not? Everyone thinks they know everything. We're going to get to NFL, don't you worry. David Justice is in the news, one of your favorite Yanks from back in the day.
How about one of my favorite hosts here on Fox Sports Radio?
Nice guy.
Every once in a while, he'll fill in, and he'll be hanging around with our very own Rob Parker. Stop it! Comes strolling in with David Justice, World Series champion. And I got to wear the Yankee World Series ring, man. He's a super cool guy. But, yeah, he's in the news because let's just say he opened up a lot on a recent podcast. And it was sort of wild to hear, to be honest. Sometimes being on the air, being in front of a microphone is like truth serum. And he just started rolling about Halle Berry and Moneyball. Either that or Matt Barnes slipped something in his drink. I don't know what was going on. So we're going to break that down.
You do see people get very disarmed. Podcasting and radio is a very interesting medium in that people do sometimes forget, oh, yeah, there's people listening, and they start talking. So,
yeah, it was juicy. It was good. We'll get to that.
I mean, is it as juicy as what's going down tomorrow? Everyone, I imagine, is waking up, and somewhere in your feed, whether you like it or not, is the fact that Taylor Swift is going to be on Kelsey's podcast tomorrow.
You know, it's cool, but it makes me want to barf all at the same time.
Oh, I guess you know it's going to break records.
It's going to be a record-breaking podcast. Like,
I don't care.
Yeah, same. The same time it dropped, 18 to 20 million people tuned in just to watch the trailer, like the small highlight of what's to come.
But she announced a new album.
Yeah, like after midnight last night, right?
That's part of the podcast.
You know what? I got 4 words for that, Spot. Whoopity-doo.
Whoopity-doo.
Whoopity-doo. Yeah, whoopity-doo.
Isn't that just one word?
Nah, because
I'm going to go 4.
I don't know. As much as I love those guys, they're charming as hell. Is it that great?
Don't be jealous.
It's not jealous. It's just being real.
They're funny guys, and they're pro athletes.
I mean, good for them. Great.
What do you, arm wrestle?
No, I mean, good for them. Seriously. I do like the guys, of course, but like the way social media has reacted about that is off the wall Michael Jackson style. So, as we get into it, I wish you a great day. I hope you enjoy some tacos today. It's a Tuesday. School starts out here on the west side for the kiddies, so it's a crazy, hectic week.
Got to get that back to school fit.
You got to get those back to school kicks.
Was that everyone's priority when you were a kid?
Well, when
Whether
we were a
you-
kid, you realize it's not the same priority because kids love these busted up, dusty Air Force Ones. They want to look like slobs, like hobos, Sam. By the way, let's
Like
welcome
drifters.
Iowa Sam on the ones and twos.
Hey, Sam.
Ear to hat.
We brought the
Hat
whole
to ear.
showgram here. We got Danny G super producing at 877-99 on Fox. He's a super producer with a buttery voice. We got Spot on our brand new video page, like we said, youtube.com/@Covino and Rich FSR. Rich brought his brother here. Everybody's hanging out early in the morning. In for Dan Patrick.
Well, I got two questions to start the show. Then
Go
we're
ahead,
going to
man.
get into David Justice and Jackson Darts in the news. Again, a lot of fun stuff. So let's let the wild rumpus begin. One question, it's so dumb, but I got to ask. Could the same mosquito bite you like 10 times?
Yes.
Because from my calf to my foot, I feel like a bug feasted on me to the point where I'm like uncomfortably itchy, where I'm like, I need some type of itch cream on my ankle.
That's what happens when you're not a down-ass fool, bro, with your little baby boy low socks.
Oh, I need to be
If
a
you
Gen
wore
Z.
some-
I need to be a Gen Zer that pulls up my socks again.
Or a cholo, a West Side cholo, because if you roll in with your high socks, your ankles won't be bit like
Hold on,
that.
Spot rolled his eyes at me like he knows the answers to everything. He is the
No, he's-
the know-it-all.
He's
No.
probably thinking, this is your question to start off the day.
Yeah.
That's
You're filling in for the great Dan Patrick. Not just Dan Patrick. The great Dan Patrick.
Welcome to the big show. that yes.
And your question is, can the same mosquito bite you more than once?
got to talk about Jackson Dart,
Up your leg.
but mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Well, hold on
I
now.
don't see mosquito in our pre-show meeting notes.
Well, listen, you.
How about
dumb
we tie it into
Supple hot
sports?
dog skin over here.
What do you think he talks to the Sandman about?
Greater bite,
you think
Marv Albert,
Or Mike
Mike
Tyson?
Tyson, or the mosquito that got rich this
He
morning?
has the Danettes. You're a donut.
Yeah.
But how is that not a legit question?
How about you pull your socks up real nice and high, like I said?
But
don't
you
have to worry
never
about it.
woke up in the morning and you're like, oh my God, what happened for an hour? Did this mosquito just work its way up my leg?
I don't
Is that
know.
a family
trapped in the
mosquitoes?
room with you. It was trapped in
But
the room.
a
It kept
family-
landing on you,
Son of a bitch.
and it was
mosquito.
in the Rich Davis buffet line.
My goodness. Maybe I shouldn't have my ankles and tootsies out of the bed sheets.
Maybe
That
you shouldn't
supple
have-
hot dog
Maybe you
skin.
shouldn't have had all that coffee because you're feeling kind of zany right now.
Okay,
So,
forget it. I guess that's
If anyone has a proper answer, 877-99 on Fox, because what do we know? The mosquito doesn't lose its stinger the way a bee would, to my knowledge.
Okay, so
But again, I'm not
but I'm saying
Captain
this,
Planet. I
the
can't tell
same-
you everything about insects.
when it get full though, doesn't it eat your blood? I'm just saying, like with the same bug. Forget it, you idiots. Next question.
There's a really fat mosquito
In my house somewhere.
sitting in Rich's living room right now.
First of all, if you'd like to know a little bit of biology, a mosquito has a proboscis, which it uses to
Oh,
suck
shit.
blood.
Rich, look
And-
what you started.
And a bee uses a stinger to sting, but it can only use it once. A wasp can sting
Right.
multiple times.
Rich is going to come home.
A
and this
proboscis is what the
mosquito's
mosquito
going to
uses.
tell him to get out.
My house now.
He's the
all
man of the house.
He's laying out there like Jabba the Hutt. He's like, I'm so full, I can't move.
This mosquito owns me. I'm gonna go home. He's gonna bang my wife.
He's gonna be wearing. He's
Sarah's going to
wearing,
be stroking his wings.
Exactly.
My
yeah.
my kids are gonna call it the mosquito dad.
Yeah. Call me dad now.
All right, so that's done and dumb. Question 2. My brother is visiting me in town, right?
Yeah.
And he's setting up dating profiles. He's newly single again.
Mm-hmm.
And we were discussing how much do you really need to like something to put it on your dating profile? Like he's like, should I put down swimming? I'm like, do you like swimming that much?
By the way, online dating and profiles and what you're putting out there on these dating apps is such a racket. It feels so fake and phony.
That's what we're saying. Like
It's such BS. Like, I'm an old school guy by nature, but I'll still play the game. This
you were
is
naughty by nature.
I used to be naughty by nature because I was down with OPP.
you put that on your profile. That'll get you far with young women.
But
OPP references.
for as relevant as I want to stay, and relevance is a choice, I can't imagine entering this world again simply because it just seems like such a racket, like such BS. The stuff you have to put out there, you have to have a new level of game to the point where I really wish you could just go into the bar, throw some darts, watch a game, some Jackson darts, watch the game, and meet a like-minded, nice young woman without all the games and nonsense.
I don't
and
think
without
that's,
having to have a witty, clever sort of punchline to reel her in online, which, again, isn't any true indication of who you really are. Just because you're able to type something witty or you put something into ChatGPT to build you a profile that reels in the biggest fish, it's such BS. How about you're a nice guy and I could prove that to you in person? It just doesn't really apply or matter as much. And I'm stating the obvious, but when you see him go through it, the amount of crap that he has to put out there on these apps is ridiculous.
Well, if you want to compare it to life and sports, it's like for your job. Are you good at your job, or do you just have a good resume and a sweet sizzle? Is your LinkedIn all nice? And if you do what we do you just have a great air check or a sizzle reel? If you're an athlete, you ever see some of these high school recruits and college kids? They put together almost like a sizzle reel of their highlights. Are you that? Is that who you are? Because it's interesting. My brother was like, should I put down that I like rock music and horror movies? I'm like, then you got to wonder who you're going to attract. If you put down you like rock and horror, you're going to get a bunch of like tattooed goth girls. Is that what you want?
Goth.
Is that what you want? Because if that's not what you want, I wouldn't put down.
You're going to meet like some girl with like Herman Munster boots. And she's like, hey, Jimmy.
Wednesday.
I heard you like rock music and horror.
She's like, rock on. Let's go see Pantera this weekend. and by the way, for the record, I love rock.
You're the
and
rock guy.
chicks, and I'm stereotyping, of course.
I'm just also
painting in broad strokes, but I get your question.
Also saying like if you want, now I'll be stereotypical. If you want more like girly girl sorority-esque type, that type of girl. Even if you don't like pop type of stuff, do you put that down knowing that's their style?
Yeah, I never expected, and again, this is maybe old school and sexist, but I never expected the woman I was with to have my interests. Hey, I like boxing and rock music. I don't expect them to like boxing and rock music. I expect them to like whatever they like. If they appreciate the things I'm into.
You know, had a girl show up with a cigar like she was Burt Sugar or something, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you like boxing,
Hey,
kid?
some boxing?
Yeah, me too. Me too, kid. Yeah, I'll spar a few rounds.
According to online here, the hobbies that women find most and least attractive in men.
Let's hear
You
these.
guys guess?
Yeah. Oh, because my brother did ask. He goes, should I write down that I'm a big NFL football fan? I go, yeah, because you are. But again, do women want to see on a profile like I love sports?
Oh, there's so many women nowadays who love NFL and college football.
That's the
that
thing.
is true, yeah.
We're stereotyping for sure, but
That's not bad. They say activities that you would put down in your profile, like reading, learning foreign languages, playing musical instruments.
But isn't it the typical, like in our parents' generation?
Jimmy,
what was the joke like 50 years ago? It was like when people first started doing this, it would be like, I like long walks on the beach.
Yeah.
It's like, are you really taking long walks on the beach?
old jokes about that. Yeah, nobody really does
Yeah,
that.
but is it the modern equivalent, like making it seem like you're sensitive? Like, I read and stuff.
Yeah, like Jimmy shreds the tuba, but you're not supposed to put that down. No musical instruments. Cooking, that's weird. And woodworking rank the highest among women's intellectual curiosity, it says. So I guess cooking, it says, is a good one to put down, whether you're good at it or not, Jimmy.
would it work against you if you wrote, I complain about mosquito bites?
That's you know,
That's probably a turnoff.
honesty.
Oh, my God.
So just a thought for all the single guys and girls out there. I wonder, how honest do you want to be? And, like, do you look at what you're trying to attract? And, again, you don't need to tie it to sports, but think about every year at combines
I
and
think you
interviews
should
with
tie it
teams
to
and
sports.
drafts.
If you're really into sports, which most people are, listening to Fox Sports Radio, Dan Patrick right now, Covino and Rich, why would you want to falsely advertise that you're not? If Jimmy's all about the Mets and the Broncos, shouldn't he write that down? That way a woman knows what he's all about and what he's into 365 of the year. Because as a guy with a kid, when I was single and dating, I was ridiculed and chastised and berated for not leading with that first, because it seemed like I was misleading women. if Jimmy, your brother, or anybody is a hardcore sports guy, and it takes up a lot of their time, shouldn't that be information a woman knows if you're really trying to be serious about your dating profile and finding a woman that would tolerate that type of behavior?
I mean, I think so.
Why are you only supposed to be honest about certain things? Some dudes live for their sports. I think that's something you say, and then you deal and find a person that is willing to deal with that.
Because you wouldn't want to be with a woman that
Complains about
complained about it, right?
Yeah, you want an understanding woman.
But one last question, and we'll move on. How much do you need to be into something, or how good do you need to be at it to bring it up? Like, let's say, like, well, I like playing tennis. But then if you say, oh, I like tennis, you may match with some Martina Navratilova girl that's like that's really good, and you're like, oh no, I meant like I play like casually.
How honest do you need to be?
Can you be like,
That's what I'm saying.
I love traveling, and you're like, traveling? You don't go anywhere.
I think I don't know. Again, this is bad advice because this isn't the life I live. I'm not saying I'm oblivious to it because I'm not. We're very well aware of how this works. But I think the right answer, I'll give you the right answer, is how would you lead in person? How would you lead in person? Why do you got to be a phony baloney about everything? That's what I hate about this stuff. Let me write down the most clever thing. I'm into pickleball because it's the cool thing, but you never played. How about, I like sports, and I'm into trying new things. And that's an honest answer.
And for
for whatever reason, that's not good enough in today's world. You have to be witty and clever, and then you show up like a dud and mislead everybody.
Cove, to wrap this, it really there is a sports tie-in, because it is true. Like, think of how often people try to sell themselves in free agency, in the world of NBA, NFL drafts, all these meetings. Like, dating is much like job interviews, right?
Yeah, you're always just trying to put your best foot forward.
You're trying to sell yourself while being realistic. And it is interesting because you're right. You don't want to mislead someone, but you also, everyone's full. You're right. Everyone's full of it.
Full of it.
And now they have all these prompts where it's like,
it's not a quiz or a test where you're trying to put the right answers there. How about the honest answers? And make them clever, but the honest answers.
Like, you're just trying to meet some girl and you have to fill out questions like, here, one zany fact about me is blank. And you're like, oh.
Yeah, I would hate to, let's say on the flip side, some girls like, I like sports and rock music. Like, ooh, and she's hot, my kind of girl. And then you realize when you meet her, she's like, I just said that to meet a cool guy like you because that's what I'm into. You're like, so you don't like any of those things? You big liar.
What's up? You shouldn't use a 15-year-old photo, as your dating profile pic. And you shouldn't use information that's misleading. You need to be yourself, physical form, and in writing.
You know what? That's great advice, Sam. And I'll tie it back to sports, Rich. If you're a big sports guy, I don't think you should wear your beer helmet in your profile pic.
Or don't hold the fish.
Yeah, I don't think you should. Jimmy, you shouldn't wear the one with the face paint.
Yeah.
with your orange and blue Bronco face paint.
Yeah.
No pictures of you while you're playing Dungeons and Dragons.
I don't know what type of woman you'd actually attract with that, but yeah, it all ties in. But the more we talk or enter this world, because again, Rich's brother's here and he's trying to fill out all these profiles, it's kind of gross. You always try to put your best foot forward, but when you're writing out all these lies, it's just like, my God.
Good luck out there, all the single friends we got. We got a lot to get to today. Thank you for hearing me out. Thank you for indulging my mosquito question. I'm sure we're going to get a lot of great feedback for that.
That was a good one.
But there is
I erased that from the podcast.
Yeah, that was a great one, bro. Psych.
But there's a story that David Justice told on that podcast that everyone's talking about. So we're going to talk about whether or not you go with the legend or kill the vibe.
What does Robert Wool say? Robert Wool from my hometown of Union, New Jersey, on History 101 said something about when the legend becomes fact, print the legend. Print the legend. The legend's always more memorable and enticing. It was the story of Paul Revere or something like that. The story of Paul Revere never even happened. There was some other guy with a stupid name. But Paul Revere became the legend, so print the legend. That's the story we stick with. You never want to downplay a story, but you never want to lie either. And David Justice, let's actually just break it down.
Yeah.
He told two stories that we'll talk about. Story about Halle Berry that makes you say, huh?
What?
Right? And then he told Matt Barnes that everything in Moneyball was a lie. Like, not one thing from that movie happened when he played with Oakland. So, embellishing stories, is that a good thing or not?
We'll get to it next, right here. Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio, in for the great Dan Patrick.
You ever find yourself walking up to your car and thinking, I really should get that fixed? That dent from backing out too quickly, that scratch from the mosquito, Rich. Oh, no. The scratch from the cart at the grocery store. The bumper you swear wasn't hanging like it was last month. You brush it off. Tell yourself it's no big deal, but over time, those little things start to stack up and could turn into bigger problems.
Or just annoyances. Like day after day, you may not want to keep looking at that same little dent every time you pass your bumper. Oh,
like Spont, who duct taped his bumper for like 6 months.
Finally, you had to go to the pros. You don't need a new car, just a fresh start, and that's where Mako comes in. They make it easy. Mako works with your budget, gets the job done fast, and backs it with a national warranty, and they'll even give you a free estimate when you stop by your local Mako.
Mako's been doing this for over 50 years, and they've helped millions of drivers get back on the road with confidence. Better get Mako. It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
Yes! We talk about pop culture, we talk about sports, we talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio. When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking Bo Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best. You were dating some girl, and you were like, hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense. Her mom walked in. Can you believe he was dead the whole time?
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win.
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the fun.
We're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar?
Yeah.
Go up to a cute girl and say, oh, look at that bozo over there. And I point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain on.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. I take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
Josh, Covino thinks that every man should own a leather jacket.
I only wear vegan leather.
Can you believe this guy?
I can't believe this guy. We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
Mike Tyson, Covino, loves to just challenge us with random Mike Tyson trivia.
Which accomplished celebrity purchased my sprawling Connecticut estate?
I'm going to go 50 Cent.
You are absolutely correct, 50 Cent. I love his song.
You can't schedule a big event during a big sports moment.
My family member scheduled their wedding the same night as a Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Everyone was glued to that fight instead of doing the electric slide.
This is weak.
Unbelievable. You're very tricky.
America, you got sports, you got fun, you got us.
Covino and Rich.
We're crushing it.
Wake up, it's two pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio.
You ready? Yes!
I'm Colin Cowherd. This is The Herd.
You are listening to The Dan Patrick Show.
It's the odd couple. You know what time it is. Let's get it.
Fox Sports Radio. Bigger, bolder, and better than anyone in the game. Fox Sports Radio is the #1 sports audio network.
Diverse, fun, entertaining, and driven by the big sports topics of the day.
They had to bolster the offensive line, which they did.
You finally said something right. Congratulations.
That game was incredible. You are wrong.
You could take that trash somewhere else. Wham!
We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
I'm your favorite fan.
Thank you.
Love you. You're very talented. You're the best.
Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Great show.
Thank you, Jim. You sound like Joe Pesci.
How am I funny to you?
I can't help but notice that the W-2s for the quarterback look a lot higher.
That's because we're worth it. You gotta be kidding.
He never was an elite quarterback.
This team is unstoppable.
He made the right call.
You know that's right.
LeBron James is a legend.
No, he's not. He complains all the time.
You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. Wrong. Wrong.
Hey, Rich, stop flirting with Lorena and get back here. We're in for Dan Patrick.
Just talking to our fellow co-workers.
Just talking. I heard her talking about her jumbos or whatever.
No. She said, this doesn't sound better. She was telling me about her squishmallows.
Her squishmallows?
The stuffed animals. She's got she has my kids want it.
Hey, I heard her talking about jumbos and squishmallows. I didn't know what was going on.
Well, hey, welcome to the show. CNR.
Around
In
her
for
with
Dan
a
Patrick.
worker.
Yeah. Hey, a lot to get to today. There's a Jackson Dart story that I find hilarious that, hey, I think you'll find it hilarious as well. I mean, not like you don't need to tune in like everyone's going to tune in tomorrow for Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce.
Will you stop with that?
I know. I think I'm just aggravated knowing that we're going to see in a day from now that it breaks all podcast records, and everyone in broadcasting is going to just roll their eyes. But I get it.
Why don't you promote Monsters in the Morning while you're at it?
Yeah.
So I heard they're crushing us right now as we speak. So we're Covino and Rich in for Dan Patrick. Always a blast. We bring our whole crew here, Danny G, Sam, Spot on the videos. Again, brand new video page, youtube.com/@Covino and Rich FSR for Fox Sports Radio. youtube.com/@Covino and Rich @FSR to see our stupid faces. Just hit subscribe. Even if you hate us, you have something to hate on and to make yourself feel better about.
Hey, I saw what you posted yesterday, and I liked it. Covino posted yesterday, if you know me from Little League, high school, college, any aspect of my life, if you don't follow my YouTube page, we're not, don't consider yourself my friend.
Yeah, I mean, it takes a simple click. If you're so-called a friend or a family member and you can't do that, then who needs you? It's funny where you actually get support from. So we appreciate that very much. Brand new page. Each show here on Fox Sports Radio has their own page now, so definitely check ours out. We're live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. And is it time for a new job? A lot of you may be thinking, yeah, especially for you guys. Well, then Express Employment Professionals got to be the spot for you. Quit the endless online job search and enlist the pros. Express never charges job seekers a fee. Go to expresspros.com. So, Rich, before we play Showtime Mahomes trivia and do some games and give away prizes, before we talk some NFL, let's talk about mosquito bites. No, I'm just kidding. David Justice, who, again, is in and out of the hallways here at Fox Sports Radio. Super nice dude. Let me wear his World Series ring because I'm a Yankees fan. This guy's done it all, man. He was a good-looking dude. He was a Brave. He was a athletic. He was a Yankee. He won a lot. He was a great player. He's on the Matt Barnes podcast. It's usually Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson, but I only see Matt Barnes in all the clips. All the smoke. And for whatever reason, like we said before, when you drink a lot and when you're on a radio show, it's like truth serum. You just start babbling. And I got to say, as a host, I give Matt Barnes a lot of props for just letting David Justice fill in the space. He did a great job of backing off and just letting him talk because Justice was just saying all the things that people wanted to hear for years. He's like, you want to hear about Halle Berry? Here's what happened.
Let it breathe.
He told the whole story, and you're just there like, I can't believe he's saying all this stuff. Man, this is going to go viral. The main headline was about Halle Berry, but he also talked about Moneyball, and that's where we're heading.
Yeah.
He said that, Halle Berry was everything you would think. She was young. She was hot. She asked him to get married. Think about that. This is what a stud Justice was back in the day. Halle Berry was like, will you marry me, please? And he was like, it was new and fresh, and his heart really wasn't there, but she was Halle Berry, so he felt like that was the right thing to do. Like, yeah, of course. But then as he got to know her and the honeymoon period sort of dwindled off, as it usually does, he was like, man, she don't cook, she don't clean. I can't see her as a motherly woman. And he was like a Southern kid that grew up with his mom and just his mom, and his mom did everything for him. She didn't seem to be that type of lady. Now, I'm not saying she has to be. I'm not saying that he's saying she had to be. But she wasn't like any motherly figure that he was accustomed to or he knew.
Did he have this on his dating profile? Or?
I don't know. So he basically tells the story of he sort of cold turkey realized this and was like, yeah, I don't think I want to do this anymore. And his biggest regret was how he sort of ended it. If you missed the highlights, take a listen. It's from All the Smoke.
We never had any major issues like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that because I was young and had only been in, honestly, one real relationship before her, my knowledge and my understanding, my wisdom around relationships just wasn't vast.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking at my mom, and I'm a Midwest guy. So in my mind, I'm thinking a wife at that time should cook, clean.
Traditional.
And then I'm thinking, okay, if we have kids, is this the woman I want to have kids with and build a family with? And at that time, as a young guy, she don't cook, don't clean, don't really seem like motherly. And then we start having issues.
Let him keep talking.
Matt Barnes was like, yeah, tell me more. Go ahead. And he just kept rolling about Halle Berry. And she's a high-profile celebrity. That's why it's odd, right? No one really talks like that. So I commend him for being honest and creating great radio at a good moment.
And also knowing what he wants. I mean, there's no harm in saying like, yeah, that's not what I'm looking for in a partner.
True.
But all the headlines over the weekend say the word sexist.
That's coming, right? Cooking and cleaning.
He's allowed to
What
want.
is this, the 1800s?
He's allowed to want a traditional woman. We forget that people are allowed to have preferences. Preferences became like a dirty word, right? Like, you're like, if you prefer something, what?
It sounds old school, but those are his preferences or how he felt. He explains, I was a young guy. It's all I knew. You know what else he said that I thought was interesting? Like, again, how he just basically never talked to her again. He said that's his regret. Like, he wished he would have eased that up a little bit because she, looking back, really loved him, he said, which is nice. But he paints this picture that's kind of interesting where he was just an athlete. He's like, I was just a baseball player. That's it. So when we broke up, I thought, man, that's kind of it. I'm an athlete. We had already said, we're going to go our separate ways. But she had like a machine behind her, a Hollywood team behind her that just slandered his name for years. And he said a lot of that wasn't true. A lot of the stuff you read about him in the past wasn't true. It's just that team that she came with as a Hollywood celebrity that painted that picture in the press.
Well, I always find that funny about athletes and celebrities.
He
where
didn't have all that. He had an agent, and that's about it.
If someone has a high-profile relationship in the world of sports, it sort of ties to you forever. Like Reggie Bush, I'm sure people still to him, whatever he's doing post-career and everything, there's people that are like, yeah, remember when you were like with Kim K? Like, dude, that was 20 years ago. When you date someone high profile in the sports world, it never leaves you. And David Justice went on to talk not just about Halle Berry. He talked about something that, I'm bummed about this. He talks about the movie Moneyball.
Yeah.
And how nothing in the movie is factual. It's 100% false. Nothing happens.
Didn't you realize that when they had Billy Bean as Brad Pitt? He's a handsome guy, but he's no Brad Pitt.
Come on. My thought is this. A lot of times, if you have the ability to shut down a great legendary story, I never understand the people that take that opportunity and go, okay, I'll do it. Like, nothing bothers me more. You know me. I'm a 49ers fan. Covino and Rich Davis, big Niners guy. The thing I hate most about Joe Montana, my childhood hero.
I know. His Skechers that he wears.
All right, the second thing I hate about Joe Montana, other than his Sketcher ads back in the day.
And by the way, Skechers are comfy. I'm just making fun of him.
Now, Joe Montana, I always hated how he was so quick to be like, oh, Rudy? That's not how it happened at all. We didn't carry him off. If anything, it was a joke. And, the idea of players throwing their jerseys on the coach's desk didn't happen. It's like, Joe Montana, zip it. I love the movie. I want to believe Rudy. I like the
he
legend.
did. He stomped all over the dream story of Rudy being carried off the field. He was like, yeah.
Like as a joke.
We hated Rudy. He was an a-hole, and we did that sort of as a joke. It wasn't like an endearing moment of Rudy. It was like Rudy's a tool bag, and we're gonna carry him off.
That's sort of like
in a
making fun of
joking
him.
way.
And then the Montana ruining Rudy. You got David Justice ruining Moneyball. When you have those moments to set up, put out the flames of a cool, fiery story, it bothers me. And speaking of fiery, our video guy Spot.
Oh, boy.
You know what annoys me? Well, first of all, Spot, you're the worst.
Oh, man.
You're the worst.
Worst.
At taking a cool story and actually making it less cool. Like, back in the day, we were like, dude, we were at the club. There were all these hot girls, and they were at the club.
So hot.
They had people, like, grabbing bottles of alcohol and spitting fire. And, Spot would be like, well, the girls were, like, moderately hot, and the guy wasn't really spitting fire.
You mean I don't play into your lies? Is that what you're saying?
But you don't know how to tell a good story.
Lies?
Is it a good story?
I'll give you one.
You ever see the movie Big Fish?
No.
Sometimes you got to tell a good story.
I love the movie Big Fish.
You mean lie?
But Spot.
No, I don't lie. Sorry.
Spot is the
I have
guy.
integrity. That's called integrity, Rich.
About a year and a half ago, there was a movie. Remember the guy that they said created the hot Cheeto? The flaming hot Cheeto?
You mean how it was proven completely false
There
by
was a guy,
everyone in society?
Richard Montañez. There was a
You mean
documentary.
the legendary Mexican who started off as a nobody in the company and then created the hot Cheeto?
So the documentary, if you watched it, was about a guy, like Covino said, worked his way, started at the bottom, worked his way up, got an opportunity, got the ear of the CEO, and he's the guy that they credit for creating the hot Cheeto. The documentary was called Flaming Hot. We talked about it, Covino and I remember this because Covino and I were like,
documentary. It was a great movie.
We were saying
It was a fictional movie, according to Spot.
Danny, we were saying
It was a great piece of fiction.
We were saying, what a great story. This guy came from nowhere, and what a great American dream. And Spot loves the people. Spot's one of the people that are like, well, when you really dive in, I mean, it was not just him. It was
Honestly,
other people.
It was some guy.
Guardians of the Galaxy was more nonfiction.
Jabroni Jones
more
writes
believable.
a slander piece on the story, and then people run with that.
He sits on a chancla of lies.
One guy wrote some piece about it, like that it never happened that way, and ruined the whole thing. It discredited the whole story.
It was disproven by people high up within the organization.
He still works for the company.
Please.
You sit on a throne of lies.
But my question to you is this.
A chancla of lies.
Are you the person that loves to kill the story, or do you like to...
Truth seeker.
Are you a truth seeker, or do you like the legend? Do you like the story of Al... Like, for all we know, Spot would probably go back and be like, actually... Al Bundy didn't have 4 touchdowns in one game. One was called back on a penalty, but no, it's like, to me.
Do you know it was just called sports radio until I started working here? I put the Fox in. Did you know I'm responsible for that?
That's not true.
No.
It's a good story.
No, it's true.
How about like just having
No,
the
it's true.
wherewithal
Ask
to
anybody. It's
understand
true.
that things probably didn't happen that way, knowing that, but still appreciating the fun legend that people tell? Like, why can't it be a little bit of both? Right? You don't need to disprove it like you're winning something for shooting down people's fun story.
Because then you're taking away from someone else who actually did do something.
All right.
Well, again, we bring this up.
Can I give you two stories that I've told about myself, and I guarantee a guy like Spot would try to minimize them?
Sure.
Story number one.
Can't wait for these lines.
Oh, boy.
These are two stories. One has to do with sports, and one has to do with bedroom activities.
Oh, boy.
You know what? I'm going to tell you both stories next, and you tell me if I'm embellishing or if I'm just telling a good story.
And we'll tell you what David Justice
A
said.
la David Justice.
All right.
A la Rudy and Moneyball. Like, Michael Jordan really wasn't that sick for the flu game. I mean, if anything, he might have just had a small stomach bug. Like, don't ruin the moment. We're going to get your feedback, and we'll talk about it next right here. Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio.
It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
Yes! We talk about pop culture, we talk about sports, we talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio. When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking
joking.
Bo Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best.
You were dating some girl, and you were like,
Hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense.
her mom walked in. Can you believe he was dead the whole time?
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the fun.
we're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar?
Yeah.
Go up to a cute girl and say, oh, look at that bozo over there, and I'll point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain on.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. We take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
Josh, Covino thinks that every man should own a leather jacket.
I only wear vegan leather.
Can you believe this guy?
I can't believe this guy. We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
Mike Tyson, Covino, loves to just challenge us with random Mike Tyson trivia.
Which accomplished celebrity purchased my sprawling Connecticut estate?
I'm going to go 50 Cent.
You are absolutely correct. 50 Cent. I love his song.
You can't schedule a big event during a big sports moment.
My family member scheduled their wedding the same night as a Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Everyone was glued to that fight instead of doing the electric slide.
This is weak.
Unbelievable. You're very tricky.
America, you got sports, you got fun, you got us.
Covino and Rich.
We're crushing it.
Rock on!
Iowa Sam with the Foo Fighters. Iowa Sam's on the 1s and 2s. By the way, side story.
Yeah, bud.
The Foo Fighters and the Nine Inch Nails had a drummer swap recently. I don't know if you saw that. I know you're more into the wives thing, but
drummers,
sometimes it happens in bands, yeah.
Whoa. The Nine Inch Nails.
The Nine Inch Nails. Danny G's on the phones at 877-99 on Fox. We're Covino and Rich.
Does anyone say the 9 Inch Nails?
Is that like a jersey swap? Like where they hand each other their sticks?
Yeah, yes. Yeah. But they actually swap
after
drummers.
the concert, yeah.
Right.
So we're live right now on Fox Sports Radio, but we're also live simulcasting on YouTube. Again, youtube.com/@Covino and Rich FSR. That's really important to us. So even if you don't like us, I don't care if you make fun of us. Just hit subscribe, click. That's fine. You know, you can say, hey, Rich looks like Robbie Rotten, and I look like a poor man's Manti Te'o. I don't care what you say about us. We're the poor man's Zach and Slater, whatever.
Hey.
As long as you're listening and watching, youtube.com/@Covino and Rich FSR, in for DP. Yeah. And we're giving away prizes today. Our way of bribing you to check out our regular show, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7 on the East.
You know what you got to do? You now, because you're asking everyone to do a simple favor for free, which sounds like not a lot, but occasionally you then have to return the favor. Like the other day, I actually filled out like a survey. Some waiter was like, yeah, it would mean a lot if you just did this survey and like gave me good scores. I think every so often you do that.
Depends how easy it is.
Yeah.
If it's something simple, I'm always down.
But this is simple.
This is simple. You just hit subscribe.
Yeah.
That's it. Click. You don't have to do anything. Doesn't cost you a darn thing. And if you want to send it to some friends, just to make fun of us. Like I said, I don't care if you like us or don't. It means a lot.
I feel bad the other day. One of our mutual pals was like, yeah, can you vote for my kid in some like cute kid contest on Facebook? The most wins gets like a gift card. And I'm like, I clicked on it and it was like, email and sign up for this. I'm like, yeah, voted for your kid.
Oh, what a trash bag.
Yo, those contests are such a scam.
But I don't want to give all this info. Why can't I just vote for your stupid kid?
Why don't you tell the truth, Rich, and just say his kid was kind of ugly, to be honest. We're live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. And by the way, get ready to see all your friends' ugly kids because school's about to start.
Yeah, those pictures.
Get ready for that.
First day of school with their little frames.
Remember, after the show, the podcast goes up. You miss any of today's show? If you missed us yesterday, filling in for Dan Patrick, search Covino and Rich wherever you get your podcast. Covino. Covino and Rich wherever you get your podcast. Follow, rate, and review. Give us 5 stars because anything less is uncivilized. Give us 5 stars. We might give you a prize later today when we do Showtime Mahomes Trivia. But the story right now is David Justice.
Yeah.
And for fun, Rich, before we talk about Moneyball, give me the stats. Give me the Dwayne stats. What do you think his career stats are? David Justice, World Series champion, Brave, Guardian, Indians at the time, and Yankees.
I have a bad gauge for Justice. I'll be honest. I'll guess, but I feel like I'm going to be
He had a sweet stroke.
Yeah, I'm going to say batting averages were higher, but he was never like 281.
You're so close. I feel like you cheated.
No, I swear to God, 281.
279.
Oh, damn, okay.
That 280 just rings so much differently.
379 home runs.
You're kind of close. You overshot there. 305.
305.
So,
okay,
that's a nice round number.
And he's a World Series champion.
World Series champion.
He's in the hall of, like, really, really good, as DP would say, right?
1,500 hits, and he played, let's just say, a long time.
Yeah.
Played a long time. Props to him.
Good for Justice. I like it.
Now, he also had a sweet dating resume. So the big story was Halle Berry and how he broke up with her. She asked him to get married. He broke up with her, not because of any infidelity or anything like that, as he went on to describe. We already played the soundbite. Nothing really happened. His heart wasn't really just in it the same way hers was.
But in that same interview, he then went on to say everything in the movie Moneyball is completely inaccurate. No factual information is given.
He says not one scene actually happened.
And I hated when Joe Montana did that for Rudy. Joe Montana, one of my childhood heroes, when he came out and said, no one put their jersey on the coach's desk. And when we carried him off the field, please, that was more of a joke because he was sort of a turd. Like, when Joe Montana ruined Rudy, That's how I feel about David Justice ruining Moneyball, how our video producer Spot, the minute that movie Flaming Hot came out, he's like, do you really think that guy created the Cheeto?
Hollywood glamorizes everything. Like I said, Brad Pitt is Billy Bean. Every movie, you think that's how it went down? So why do you expect every story to be truthful and factual that way? I just don't get that.
I'll give you the two biggest lies guys tell. And they're always involving the two things that I'm most passionate about, and that's women in sports. Every time a guy tells a story and it starts out with, dude, I was with this hot chick, I always question, let me say how hot, because it's never what they describe. And I'll be the first to be honest. Anytime there's a scandalous story, I said I had a bedroom story. If you've ever been lucky enough to, let's just say, have a night with more than one woman, they're never both hot. You tell the story
Rich talks about this threesome he had, but it was more of a gruesome.
Yeah, speak for yourself.
I'm just saying.
It wasn't a threesome at all. Gruesome.
All I'm saying is that if you
gruesome when you see the third girl.
In your younger single days, if you ever had an opportunity, you might you tell the story, but it's never like both of them are hot. It's just not true.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
And the second thing, a sports accolade. I bet you of Covino's 27 Little League home runs, I bet you 25 of them were like errors.
No way. Out of the park into the dark.
Got by like
inside the park home runs don't count on any level.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Not even in beer league softball, in my opinion.
I pitched a no-hitter in high school. I know, not a big bragging right, but I will tell you this though. What I don't tell people is that it ended an inning early because of darkness. So it was a 6-inning no-hitter.
Oh,
you just did tell us.
Not a 7-inning no-hitter.
That's worse than Johan Santana's no-hitter with the Mets when Beltran actually hit a double.
But is it? I mean, when people say, "Oh, what's some of your cooler accomplishments?" Should I say, "Why I did pitch a no-hitter in high school,
sit on a
but
throne of lies.
6 innings instead of 7."
Wow.
You sit on a throne of lies.
It makes the story worse. And guys like, again, our video guy Spot and David Justice and Joe Montana. Some people like to take the fun out of a story, or tell the truth. Dude, we were.
You can't handle the truth.
Don't let the details get in the way of a good story. That's what Rich is getting at.
Don't
like
let
the story's more important.
Yeah,
Make it memorable. It's fun. It's the story of Big Fish, like we referenced before. Did it matter that Grandpa embellished a bunch of stories? He made them memorable.
Yeah, Big Fish.
He was a great storyteller.
It stinks. That's why. Because Big Fish.
Or did it really happen? I don't know.
Think about every story your buddies, your wife, anyone tells of their childhood. Part of what makes it a legendary tale that they retell. Think of all your family stories. Like, remember that time on vacation when so-and-so did whatever? It's always a little embellished because that's what makes a good story. So don't be the buzzkill. Don't be the Justice. Don't be the Montana. And don't be the Spot.
Print the legend. The legend becomes fact. Roll with it. Have fun.
Come on. Definitely more fun. We're going to keep having fun. We're going to take your feedback at Covino Rich and 877-99 on Fox in for Dan Patrick Tuesday. Let's go.
It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
Yes! We talk about pop culture, we talk about sports, we talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio.
When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking
joking.
Bo Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best. You were dating some girl, and you were like, hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense. Her mom walked in. Can you believe he was dead the whole time?
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win.
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the funk.
We're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar? Yeah. Go up to a cute girl and say, oh, look at that bozo over there, and I'll point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain on.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. We take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
Josh, Covino thinks that every man should own a leather jacket.
I only wear vegan leather.
Can you believe this guy? I can't believe this guy. We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
Mike Tyson, Covino, loves to just challenge us with random Mike Tyson trivia.
Which accomplished celebrity purchased my sprawling Connecticut estate?
I'm going to go 50 Cent.
You are absolutely correct, 50 Cent. I love his song.
You can't schedule a big event during a big sports moment.
My family member scheduled their wedding the same night as a Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Everyone was glued to that fight instead of doing the electric slide.
This is weak.
Unbelievable. You're very tricky.
America, you got sports, you got fun, you got us.
Covino and Rich.
We're crushing it.
Let's start in the NFL. Steelers defensive tackle Cameron Hayward not happy when it comes to his contract.
Looking for my contract to be addressed. Honestly, looking to be valued. You know, I know what I bring to this team and what I'm capable of on and off the field. So it's hard for me to, you know, have it after the year I've had to really justify playing at the number I'm playing at.
Hayward also didn't rule out the possibility of missing regular season games. Rams quarterback Matthew Stafford dealing with that back issue did not take part in individual drills because he did not feel good enough to throw Monday. Eagles left guard Landon Dickerson will have minor procedure on his right knee, hoping to return for the regular season opener. The Brewers crushed the Pirates for their 10th straight win. Yankees smacked 4 homers, topped the Twins. Astros beat the Red Sox. Alex Bregman homered in his first at-bat, drove into in his return to Houston. That's sports. I'm Ron Tomas.
Somewhere else. Wham!
We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
I'm your favorite fan. I love you.
DP.
Dan Patrick.
Welcome to the Dan Patrick Show.
We are the most unathletically decorated show in radio history, I think.
America's most revered sports talk show.
Respect the position that you have.
But today, Dan Patrick and the 4 Danettes are not here. No! So sitting in for Dan Patrick and hosting the Dan Patrick Show, here's Steve Covino and Rich Davis.
Yo!
That's us. Happy to be here. In for DP. The Dan Patrick hat trick yesterday, today, tomorrow. Then regular time on Thursday, 5 to 7 on the East. And then we're in for DP on Friday, so it's technically a haul this week, but we love it. What's up, DP Nation? And you know you love it. Again, Covino and Rich, proud to be here. Proud to have a new YouTube channel. Big announcement this week. We're simulcasting on YouTube, but we ask you to subscribe. YouTube.com. at Covino and Rich FSR. So it's youtube.com/@Covino and Rich FSR. And we can be friends. You can watch us.
Yeah.
I'm here in my little hoodie because it's cold here in the studio.
It's absolutely free. There's no reason why you shouldn't do it. Hey, if you asked me to do it for you, I would. Hey, we got a lot we're going to get to this hour. Some NFL, baseball. We got 40 games left. We're 75% done. Some teams are falling off the cliff. Other teams have won 10 in a row since their coach put pancakes in their pocket.
Now, speaking of baseball.
What?
Before we give away prizes, get you involved, we'll take a few phone calls. 877-99 on Fox. I got to tell you about Derek Jeter and his first possible misstep. And what's the worst injury? There's a story involving Old Timers Day this past weekend and Connor Zillich. Have you seen the Connor Zillich story?
I have.
Oh, my goodness. We'll get to that, but let's
there was
say
a
good
collar
morning.
involved, his collarbone.
Yeah, exactly. Let's get into Johnny in Minnesota. What's up, Johnny?
Covino Rich.
What up?
Hey, man.
Hey. I hope you guys don't remember what I said yesterday on the...
Oh, Johnny, you're forever part of our show. Oh, man.
I laughed for hours after that. But anyways...
What's on your mind today?
Hilarious.
If you missed it yesterday, he said, oh, crap.
Wait. We
There
need
I
an
go
explanation.
again.
What
Yeah.
what happened?
Hey, Johnny.
I burnt my pizza.
He burnt his pizza.
At like 8:30 in the morning?
Hold on. Johnny, pause one second. Pause.
I
thought he had an accident.
So I was doing dinner at about 8.
Hold on,
Okay,
Johnny.
gotcha,
Johnny,
gotcha.
hold on one second. If you don't know what we're talking about, which I imagine you don't, yesterday Johnny called up, and in the middle of his call, Sam, you have the clip, right? Or do you have it, Danny, or no?
We'll have to effort that.
Oh, fine. I thought you had it on standby. In the middle of his call, he's like, oh, crap. There I go again, or something like something very bizarre. But what's up today, Johnny?
I just want to talk about the David Justice and Halle Berry, man. I don't know. Why would he get rid of that? I would take that average all day long.
Because there's more to life than being ridiculously good-looking. You know, that's really it. He wasn't short of any other beautiful women. He didn't feel that bad for her because he's thinking, yeah, she's got any dude she wants. She's a successful Hollywood star. She didn't make his heart go pitter-patter. That's really what it was. He liked her. He looks back and realized she loved him, but the honeymoon stage was over, and he just couldn't see her being the mother of his kids, and he couldn't see him spending the rest of his life with her. He couldn't grow old with her. That's what he said.
You don't need to tie everything together to sports just because it's Fox Sports Radio, but I find constantly.
Johnny's thinking about that scene in Monsters Ball. We're talking Moneyball, not Monsters Ball.
I think we all are when you say Halle Berry. Swing! I will say it's so typical to want to tie them together because I think sports and relationships have so much in common, which is why I've always been drawn to both. I always found the dating world and relationships fascinating. Same with sports. I think when David Justice realized, I can't see her being the one to do these things I need, right? He didn't see her as the mother of his kids.
Honestly, I find that to be extremely mature. He talks about how immature he was. I don't know, man. That's kind of tough. It's easy to fall in love with a beautiful woman and hope for the best and look past it sometimes.
I mean, a lot of times people make that mistake. I think it was mature of him. Because
I think that's very mature thinking.
If you're not going to give me what I need, then
I'm willing to let this beautiful woman go because of that. That's extremely mature. And I'm not just saying that because we're going to see him in the hallway. I'm really saying that because I think that's my problem.
To compare it to sports, I feel like a lot of times a team will have a leader or a player, and you could say Nomar in Boston. Sometimes when you realize, like, yeah, I like them, but they're not the one that's going to get us there. Quarterbacks in the NFL, you might say to yourself, I like
tough decisions.
Yeah, I like this person. They're a good guy. They seem like a good guy in the locker room, but we're not going to win a Super Bowl with this guy at the helm. And that's why teams move on, because sometimes you have to have that maturity in you to say, yeah, you know what, we're going to move on from this.
And the huevos.
Yeah.
You know, we all put, a lot of people, myself included, put up with stuff that I probably shouldn't in personal life and professional life. But to make those moves requires a sense of confidence and huevos and maturity that I think it would take to say peace out to Halle Berry.
Yeah, as the saying goes.
Oh, crap. There I go again.
There it is.
Oh, crap. Thank you, John.
There we go again.
Thank you.
So, speaking of David Justice, he played with one of your childhood heroes, number 2, Derek Jeter.
Man, this is like a 2-part doozy. Did Derek Jeter misstep? I bring that up reluctantly crouched here at the microphone because Rich said it. One of my heroes. I think he's great. I think he created the blueprint, how to succeed in New York City. And if you can make it there, you can make it anywhere. That's what they say.
I've heard that.
But that dude did everything right, came in big at every big moment, just a winner. Maybe that's why he didn't want to be associated with the Yankees this year because they stink. I don't know. Or maybe he's putting his broadcasting career first, or his priorities are different, or maybe he's got something up his sleeve. But
maybe there's aspirations with another team.
Right. Like, we don't know that. Maybe he's holding out for something else. But the story is this. This past weekend, my birthday weekend, this past weekend on my birthday actually was Old Timers Day. And for the first time, they celebrated the 2000 New York Yankees, the World Series champions that beat Rich's Mets. It was a squad. And, you know, the Rocket Roger Clemens was there.
I saw Paul O'Neill with a gray poofy hair now.
He's got a poofador.
Paul O'Neill almost struck out, and then he ripped a nice line drive.
Yeah, man.
I saw some of the highlights.
Soho was there. David Cohn was throwing.
But you know who wasn't there? Derek Jeter.
Derek Jeter was a no-show. And I think he was the captain like just 2 or 3 years later, but he was the centerpiece of that team. And to have everybody show up, from superstars to ancillary dudes, and not have Jeter there, that's very odd.
I mean,
that's
we talked about this a week or so ago where we said it's like if the Patriots did a whole tribute to the dynasty that was, and Tom Brady's like, yeah, guys, I'm not making it. Then I think you reschedule for when Tom Brady can make it. I think the fact that Jeter's not at a tribute to the 2000 Yankees?
To me, it's like a little bit of a...
Am I too cool for the moment?
TC, too cool moment when you got guys like Bernie Williams there, Posada, his boys. The core four were there. Pettit was there, but he wasn't.
Come on.
But the story is this. He had a birthday party for his daughter that he was not canceling. So that's story number one. It's like, does that take precedence? I know you got to be there for your family, and he probably, no, I'm sure he did, he put off so much of personal time off for his career that now that he's a dad, he's like, now this is my priority. You could say, I respect that. Or you could say, hey, you could reschedule a birthday party anytime, can't you?
Yeah, I mean,
what is that kid know?
You know, there are things that are adjustable and things that are not. If your kid has their dance recital, you could say, well, listen, I'm prioritizing my kid's dance recital. They're not going to move the dance recital. But when you book your kid's birthday party at your house, at a Chuck E. Cheese, at a Dave & Buster's, when you're Derek Jeter, you can move the party. Yeah, it's not a set in stone like, well, you're not going to move your kid's holiday concert at school. I know you can't do that. But what you could do is make adjustments when you're the captain and one of the most famous baseball players over the last 50 years. But now you're trying to decide, well, did Jeter do the right thing?
Did he do the right thing Spike Lee style? So did he misstep by not going? That's a debate within itself. We've talked about that. Yeah. I choose to believe he's got something up his sleeve because I'm a big fan.
Yeah,
I don't want to believe he has this elitist vibe to him as social media and some articles you read say. I think Jeter is one of the greatest. That's my personal opinion. But did he do the right thing in retrospect? Because here's what happened. And I'm getting conflicting stories on this. Again, I was riding the teacups at Disney World when this happened.
Yep.
But I saw the footage, too. Mariano Rivera is in the outfield, like he would do in his playing days. That's how he got hurt in his last year. Remember his last year? He was taking fly balls. They always said, here's what they always said, Mariano Rivera might be the best athlete on the team. He could play any position. He was that good.
Yeah.
And he used to love to shag fly balls. You should see him in the outfield. He's in the outfield, and he twists his ankle, and he's out for the year.
And then
he extends his career one more year.
What was supposed to be Mo Rivera's last year, you might forget that. Covino's right. It might be something that people forget. Mo Rivera was supposed to retire. Gets hurt, out for the season.
He's like, I can't go out that way.
Yeah, so they sort of pushed back his farewell tour by a year.
He played an extra year because his final year he got hurt shagging fly balls in practice, pregame, just for fun. So it's Old Timers Day, and he's doing the same thing. He's doing the same thing because
shagging fly balls.
Mo Rivera, Enter Sandman, loves to shag fly balls.
What is
Who
he?
doesn't,
I
right?
think people always say, like you said, best athlete in the clubhouse. Like they always said that he was a great athlete, and he loved to just play ball.
But dude, there's a clip that a fan took where you see him aggravate. He's like, his Achilles, and he goes down. But then I read an article that says he roped a single, and during that bat by Willie Randolph, he took a step and fell behind second base. So I think that's what really sealed the deal. But he had heard it earlier, and Roger Clemens and other players said he needed surgery, and he tore his Achilles. So Old Timers Day, you're pushing yourself a little bit. You got Mickey Rivers in center field. He's 179 years old. Ooh. These guys are old, some of these dudes, right? Yeah. Maybe he did the right thing because he didn't want to be remembered as the old guy who can't play the way he used to. He wants to be remembered as Derek Jeter diving into the stands. See, now he got this image again of Mariano Rivera. Like, really, man? He got hurt again? Like he tore his Achilles? Damn, that sucks. Now we got this old guy impression of the Sandman.
I don't think
one of the greats.
I don't think anyone cares about the old guy impression because we all get older. I think
but dude, now he needs surgery because he was playing Old Timers Day.
I just think it's a bummer for him that he's like, are you kidding me? Like, I went back for one day to play, to do it for the fans, to see my old pals, and now I have to recover from a surgery and
so
go
I'm
through
not
all this?
sure exactly what sealed the deal for Rivera in this story. You see him get hurt twice, but he needs surgery now as a result. People are like, oh, damn. So maybe Jeter did the right thing in retrospect when you see what could potentially happen and how you're remembered.
Well,
right?
I think today we're going to play a little game called What's Worse.
And now there's another story from this past weekend. You have to watch this. Connor Zilic wins the race in NASCAR. He's celebrating. He gets out of the car like Dukes of Hazzard, right? He gets out of the car.
Just a good old boy.
And he puts his foot up where the window as he gets out. He trips up on his own feet. It looks a little slippery. I don't know what happens. And he falls out of the car.
Like bad.
Real bad.
Yeah, this was victory lane. So he's standing up on the windowsill of the car.
He stands up, in celebration. It's like Kendrys Morales sort of situation. In celebration, he gets hurt.
Kendrys Morales.
That's the worst story.
When he jumped and landed on home plate, and that was it.
Dude, that was the worst.
That was the worst.
Or is this one worse? But what's the worst injury? What happened to Mo? Because it's embarrassing. Mo Rivera, Old Timers Day, or Connor Zilic here, because in celebration, he gets up and falls out of the car, and you don't know if he hit his head or what's going on.
He landed on his neck.
Oh,
yeah,
we're streaming it right now. Watch us here. He goes to stand up, foot on the window. And now look, there's the slip right there. Whoa, whoa.
And he got his foot caught in the netting. And he landed, in Family Guy when they fall down the stairs, they land all awkwardly and their hands and legs are all over the place. That's what he looked like.
Oh, man.
I'm trying to make fun.
He was motionless. They had to get an ambulance.
Broken collarbone.
It's like that woman, that famous viral clip years ago when she's stomping grapes on the news and she falls out of the vat
of grapes, and then she knocks the wind out of herself.
Yeah,
she's like,
ooh. And I believe that woman broke a collarbone. That's exactly what happened to him.
The best part of that clip is when they went back to the news desk and hope she's okay.
Oh, man. Ooh.
Oh.
The sad part about that Connor Zilic clip, though,
everything.
He was like, yeah, he was cheersing a Red Bull, and then when he fell down, the Red Bull was just spilled and just trickling out of the can, and it was just laying there like some sad prop.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily work for Red Bull. Bad endorsement.
Those are bad ones. I think the question, though, is what's worse, going back to an old-timers game
and reminding everybody that you're an old-timer. The legend, Mo Rivera.
Or being on Victory Lane, which is where I know you've looked at real estate. It's beautiful there. Victory Lane.
Wasn't she one of your favorite porn stars?
Victory Lane on the cover of Penthouse. When you're on Victory Lane and you're celebrating and you fall out of your car, break your collarbone, and it goes from the greatest moment of your life to...
You can't say collarbone, huh?
Collarbone. Horrible.
He says it like he's saying horrible.
Horrible. You sound
like Louisville.
You sound like Charles Barkley.
Collarbone. So
he broke his collarbone.
So he broke his collarbone. What's worse, that Mo Rivera? I got the saddest one to me ever is the late great. I hope he's late great because I don't want to get this wrong. Dom Baylor. He's passed away.
Yes,
right?
he has.
The late great legendary baseball player Dom Baylor. Danny, have you ever seen the clip of him catching a ceremonial first pitch?
I believe
yes.
Vlad Guerrero was throwing to him, I believe.
He gets down in a catcher position.
And remember, he was sick.
And he was, you're right, ill at the time. And you see his leg buckle. And it's an older Dom Baylor.
Buckle. It goes in like an opposite direction while he's taking a knee. It's the saddest
and they
thing.
try to pick him up and very quickly realize, like, no, his leg is like mangled. And it was all in an attempt to be a catcher for a ceremonial first pitch. And I remember always thinking that to me was one of the sadder, and this really comes down to sad injuries that happen in what should be awesome moments, right? Sad injuries in celebrating a grand slam, being paid tribute at an all-timers game, winning a NASCAR race. These are moments of glory. They should have resulted in you being like, ugh.
And not to get off track, but maybe that's why Jeter doesn't want to be involved. Not necessarily because he's scared of injury, but he's like, I don't want to be viewed as an old-timer. Get out of here, old-timer.
I think that has a lot to do with it.
Yeah, there's plenty of time to be an old guy, and then right now is not my time. I'm trying to build a reputation here as a broadcaster with Fox Sports. Old-timer, yeah. Maybe for you guys, not for me.
I'm thinking
I feel that way a lot.
Remember when Gus Farrat went to celebrate and jammed his neck into the wall?
He did a headbutt, right?
Yeah. That was a classic one.
I mean, Kevin Brown, didn't he punch a wall in the dugout? Like,
wasn't it Grammatica who
Yeah.
who pulled up lame after celebrating a kick?
Dude, why am I drawing a blank? There was a 49er. Was it Greenlaw? Hold on. Hurt at Super Bowl. Do you remember? I got to look this up because
Ted Ginn Jr. He injured himself, I think, after a kick return for a touchdown once during the celebration.
The 49ers. Yeah, it was Dre Greenlaw. Dre Greenlaw during the Super Bowl in Vegas against the Chiefs. I was at the game. I know on TV they didn't even show it much either at first. 49ers impact player, no longer with the team. He's a Bronco, right? Dre Greenlaw suffered a freak Achilles tendon tear. It's right before the second half. If you remember, that game was close. I believe the Niners, it was tied or the Niners were up at halftime. They're about to go on the field, Covino, in the second half. Greenlaw is on the sideline, just doing like, he's hyping himself up, like jumping, getting ready. He's almost doing like a little like stutter step, getting ready to go on the field. And out of nowhere, you just see him go, oh, and falls. And honestly, Kyle Shanahan, everyone on the personnel is like, yo, what happened to Dre?
It was a no contact injury.
Dude, it was a freak Achilles like tear.
You know what Rich just made me think of? I mean, it's really taken this next level, but it's one of our favorite stories because I think if you're going to go, this is how you do it. There was a famous story like 5 to 10 years ago of an old timer who bowled his whole life.
Yeah.
And he bowled his first 300 game. He was like, I did it. It's just like an older fella. And in celebration of his 300 game, Steve, he has a heart attack and dies. And you're like, oh, man. But is that how you want to do it? Yeah. So these celebrations, these moments, these freak injuries, what's worse? This Connor Zilic story, again, you got to see it. It's so bad. I feel so bad for the guy. Because how embarrassing, too. Can we, really point that out? The guy's celebrating, whoa, and then breaks a collarbone and it's broadcasted everywhere and you're viral for that. Here's your awesome moment. It's like, this is supposed to be your awesome moment, and you just totally blew it.
He's whipping around a racetrack.
That's so embarrassing.
He's the man. He's got he's got a Red Bull or whatever. He's about to celebrate. Everyone's like, yeah, man, they're spraying champagne. Oh, whoa.
Dude, that's
probably made it slippery on that.
Yeah, but
right?
that's embarrassing. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but that's embarrassing as hell, dude. You know, you got that or the Rivera injury because, again, that's embarrassing too. You don't want to be the old guy who gets hurt. It's like our buddy Jay Stu who works here. He played one softball game with Rich. One softball game to fill in.
I felt so bad.
And he, tore a muscle, at that game and had to leave.
He pulled it. I think he pulled a hammy or something. He'll be all right. But it's the funny thing is he plays softball all the time with his son. So he just came out to a different softball game. He ends up getting hurt, and he's like, "Oh, yeah." But
the lasting impression for Rich and all his buddies is Jay Stu's an old guy who got hurt in one game,
holding his hamstring and got limping off the.
Yeah, hey, all Rich's buddies hey, Rich, remember when you vouched for that guy and he came here and he pulled the muscle? Yeah, that was funny.
Then he had to go. He's still walking around San Francisco right now with a limp.
You don't want to be remembered. It's really
hobbling.
what it comes down to is you're remembered for this in a weird way. That's even we mentioned Kendry Morales. Guy had a great career. We still remember his stupid injury when he was celebrating because it's embarrassing and unfortunate.
You're right. Danny, you mentioned it. There's been more than one kicker that you're right. They hit a field goal in celebration, hopped.
Gramatica, I looked it up. He tore his ACL when he celebrated after making his kick.
It's so unfortunate, but hey, wishing him well. Who is it again? Connor Zilic and Mo Rivera, who
2 bad injuries over the weekend.
You got to assume even though he's not active, do you think he wants to be at home recouping from a surgery because he foolishly tore an Achilles?
Oh yeah, by the way, if you haven't seen him, Mo Rivera, he's in great shape, man. But again, not the same guy he was. And here's what I don't know. I don't know if it's the same foot, the same leg that he injured all those years ago, but unfortunate either way. So your thoughts, your phone calls, 877-99 on Fox.
Coming up, we got some NFL to dive into and a really ridiculous story about one of your quarterbacks on the New York Football Giants. So we'll talk a little NFL. We'll play Mahomes Showtime trivia, give away some prizes, all that, and a bunch more. Hanging out and having fun for Dan Patrick right here on Fox Sports Radio Tuesday.
Summer is in full effect.
Yes, it is.
Word to your mother. And it's time to get outside as the official walkie-talkie of the Dan Patrick Show. Rapid Radios knows how to bring the fun. Who brings more of the fun, you or Rapid Radios, Rich?
Well, that's tough. We've partied with those guys, and they do bring the fun.
They're great guys.
Wild guys.
And it's a great product. Nothing complex about Rapid Radios. They're simple to use. So simple, in fact. Push a button to talk, and away you go.
Yeah. To start, turn them on. Enjoy the fun. We could send Iowa Sam to Iowa. We could do that, Iowa Sam. Send you out there. I think we should. You could see your Hawkeyes host Albany. And we could communicate.
Wow, how'd you know that?
I know nothing. It's right here in my copy. What? I know nothing about Iowa, but I know that
I
you're
wrote
from
that
there.
for him.
Thank you, Danny. They have national LTE coverage. No subscriptions or monthly fees ever. True walkie-talkie ease with all the connectivity and technology of today. Great people at Rapid Radios.
Rapid Radios are perfect for kids. Keeps them off their screens and off the internet. It's an easy way to talk to them while at practice or while running around the neighborhood. They're 100% private and no subscription plan needed with Rapid Radios.
Limited time offer. Visit rapidradios.com. Save up to 60%. Get free UPS shipping from Michigan and use code RADIO for an extra 5% off.
It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
Yes! We talk about pop culture, we talk about sports, we talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio.
When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking
joking.
Bo Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best.
You were dating some girl, and you were like,
Hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense.
her mom walked in. Can you believe he was dead the whole time?
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win.
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the fun.
We're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar?
Yeah.
Go up to a cute girl and say, oh, look at that bozo over there. And I point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain on.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. I take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
Josh, Covino thinks that every man should own a leather jacket.
I only wear vegan leather.
Can you believe this guy?
I can't believe this guy. We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
Mike Tyson, Covino, loves to just challenge us with random Mike Tyson trivia.
Which accomplished celebrity purchased my sprawling Connecticut estate?
I'm going to go 50 Cent.
You are absolutely correct, 50 Cent. I love his song.
You can't schedule a big event during a big sports moment.
My family member scheduled her wedding the same night as a Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Everyone was glued to that fight instead of doing the electric slide.
This is weak.
Unbelievable. You're very tricky.
America, you got sports, you got fun, you got us.
Covino and Rich.
We're crushing it.
Wake up, it's two pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio.
You ready?
Yes.
I'm Colin Cowherd. This is The Herd.
You are listening to The Dan Patrick Show.
It's the odd couple. You know what time it is. Let's get it. Fox Sports Radio.
Bigger, bolder, and better than anyone in the game.
Fox Sports Radio is the #1 sports audio network.
Diverse, fun, entertaining, and driven by the big sports topics of the day.
They had to bolster the offensive line, which they did.
You finally said something right. Congratulations.
That game was incredible. You are wrong.
You could take that trash somewhere else. Wham!
We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
I'm your favorite fan.
Thank you.
Love you. You're very talented. You're the best.
Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Great show.
Thank you, Joe. You sound like Joe Pesci.
How am I funny to you?
I can't help but notice that the W-2s for the quarterback look a lot higher.
That's because we're worth it. You gotta be kidding.
He never was an elite quarterback.
This team is unstoppable. He made the right call.
You know that's right.
LeBron James is a legend.
No.
Oh, yeah. Track 5, I believe. Oh, no, this is Enter Sandman. It's track 1 from the Black Album. Track 1, Enter Sandman. Mo Rivera style. The greatest sports intro of all time.
I mean, Timmy Trumpets is pretty cool.
Yeah, by the way, track 5 was Wherever I May Roam. Track 1 was Enter Sandman.
Hell's Bells for Trevor Hoffman was pretty cool, but I'll agree. Enter Sandman.
It's not even a comparison. You're just naming other ones. That's great. Everybody, there are some cool ones. Not everyone has one, but there's some cool ones. Mo Rivera by far had the most legendary sports intro of all time, and unfortunately got hurt in a freak accident at Old Timers Day. Not how you want to be remembered. And Len from Idaho hit me up and said, hey, remember when your boy Cody Bellinger got hurt? Danny G dislocated a shoulder celebrating a home run.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that's when he was a Dodger. So that sucks.
Do they play a new version for him now? Enter Old Man?
Enter Old Man. Good one.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, boy. Give him a rim shot, please.
He deserves it.
All right,
Hey,
now,
enter
we're
Old Man.
Covino and Rich. Speaking of old men, Rich Davis.
Oh, thanks.
And we're in for Dan Patrick. Always a pleasure. A reminder, Monday through Friday, we're normally on from 5 to 7 on the East, 2 to 4 on the West. Everything at Covino and Rich. And we got the new YouTube channel up and running, simulcasting as we speak. Spotty's on the videos. It's youtube.com/@Covino and Rich FSR for Fox Sports Radio. So hit subscribe. It'll take you 2 seconds.
Hey, just as we do it live from the Fox Sports Radio studio, a reminder that if you're still driving that old trusty car, you want to keep it looking sharp, hook up with Mako. From dents to faded paint, they got you covered. Get a free estimate today. Better get Mako. Now, I said there was a story about Jackson Dart that I found pretty funny. And by the way, he's turning heads, and people are loving what he's doing at camp. Well, let's go to Mitch in Jersey, who wanted to talk about Jackson Dart for a second. Then I got this story. What's up, Mitch?
Good morning, guys. How you guys doing?
What's
nice
up?
to hear you this time in the morning.
Thanks,
this
bud.
time of the day.
What up?
Before I get to Jackson Dart, Mario Rivera, you're not supposed to get hurt when you retire. I'm loving it. But Jackson Dart, he looks like he's the best quarterback so far. He played a little better than Shedeur Sanders. Love to see him both storm by week 1. What do you think? And thanks for taking the call. Have a nice day.
I mean, I can't imagine them not going with Russell Wilson. If Russell Wilson's healthy, he starts, right? I mean, that you don't sign Russ to put him on the bench.
He's going to be the starter, but he'll be on a short leash for Dart. And I feel like as soon as Wilson throws a couple of interceptions or has a turnover or two, the fans there are going to be chanting Dart's name.
Yep.
Dart. I saw, you know what?
Nailed it.
It seemed Russell Wilson, though, seems like he's embracing who he is with his teammates and the fan base in New York. He's doing all the right things, and I saw, you know those videos we all see, but you only see them for your teams?
You sure you want to talk about that here on Fox Sports?
You know the videos we all see?
I know the videos you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know if we see the same videos.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I'll give you one. I saw the 49ers. They were asking
Whoa!
all the Niners, 49ers. They were asking every 49er as they were coming out of the tunnel, like, yo, what temperature do you keep your house at? And, you know, just like dumb questions. They'll be like, hey, Yankees, guess how many jelly beans are in this jar? They do all these things with teammates, right? They had all the Giants do their best Jameis Winston impression. And we forget that he's also in the mix there. Like, he is loved by the teammates. Like, he's
loved by everybody, yeah.
He's a
colorful person.
You know, man of God.
Mm-hmm.
He's a man of humor. He's a man. Jameis Winston might be the most likable guy in the NFL. So you got to remember, as we always love to talk about Cleveland having 4 or 5 quarterbacks to decide on, don't forget, Jameis Winston is still very much in the mix. The guy that throws just as many touchdowns and interceptions, but he's fun. He's a leader. So who knows what's going to happen in New York. But I'll tell you what, this Jackson Dart story, funny to me. Because it has to do with moving to a new place and pretending to know something that you don't. Or you know that feeling of like, everyone's talking about something, and I don't know what they're talking about. I remember when this first happened to me. 2015, we moved out here to L.A., and I remember I was bored at the time. I was Sam. I didn't have kids yet or responsibilities, really. I was just doing the radio show. So I moved to L.A. I'm like, I'm going to take an improv class. So I took an improv class at Groundlings, and it was just all these, like,
You're trying to be the next Pee Wee Herman, I heard.
It was just a bunch of, like, sad 20-somethings that were all, like, bummed out. And, you know, but it was fun doing some improv.
Or they had a dream, Rich. What are you talking about?
They were all sad to me. They were all sad to me.
They're putting in the work because they had a dream to make it.
Before, like, the improv comedy class, they'd go around the room and they'd be like, does anyone want to share what's, like, upsetting them this week? And I'm like, wow,
But isn't that part of the process to, like, channel your emotions?
I guess so.
But I think you missed the whole point.
I remember
it wasn't like a therapy class.
We all went out for drinks afterwards, and someone's like, "Yeah, I'll get this round. Everyone just Venmo me." And this was right when Venmo came out. We're talking 10 years ago. I remember going, "Yeah, you got it." I ran to the bathroom real quick, and I went on my phone and I Googled, what is Venmo? Because otherwise, you know, how many times have you gone along with something like, I don't even know what that is? I guarantee, I had a buddy recently tell me that it was like this year he realized what whip was for pitchers because he's like, I just went along with it. Whip. Walks, hits per inning. But he's like, yo, every time someone said it, he's like, I just pretended to know. And finally, I'm like, I have to look this up. So it goes along with, I didn't know until, I'll be honest, I looked it up.
You were the last to know?
Yeah, you were the last to know.
Should it be whippy then?
Whippy. Walks or hits per inning. So if a guy's whip is 1.31, that means he averaged.
I like whippy. Inning.
Yeah, I call it whippy.
Should be whippy.
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 No, walks, hits, innings pitched.
There you go.
There you go. So Jackson Dart, new to the Giants. And for everyone that knows, Giants, they train and they play in New Jersey. They got Taylor Ham. They got Jersey Guidos pumping their fist, and they got the Giants and the Jets. So Jackson Dart is spending a lot of time driving on the Jersey Turnpike and all the roads that spot you and Covino drove on in your childhood.
Woke
Parkway.
up this morning, got some gabagool.
And he's a Utah guy, Jackson Dart.
Then I woke up the next day and got more.
Started his career at USC before going to Ole Miss.
Keep waking up and getting different types of gabagool.
So this guy's in gabagool country.
Gabagool.
He's in Jersey.
Got some gabagool.
So,
gabagool.
Scooby-Doo.
So,
gabagool.
From Utah, Sam, where did he play again before?
Started at USC, went to finish his career at Ole Miss.
So before Ole Miss, USC. So we're talking Ole Miss, West Coast, Utah. This guy's now pumping his fist in Jersey.
I bet he didn't know a lot of things. If he's from the Utah area, he probably didn't know what gabagool was.
Or Taylor Ham.
For sure. These are very Jersey things.
You seen those funny clips with Scabadoo. So, anyway.
He probably didn't know that you don't have to pump your own gas in Jersey. That must have been a shock.
Wait, is that what Adam Sandler says?
Scabadoo.
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 So I was Sam. I sent you video, audio.
Scabadoo.
Of this dude, Jackson Dart, who is going to be a big star. People are loving him. He didn't know what to do when he went through an Easy Pass toll on the Jersey Turnpike.
I didn't know what this stuff means. These ticket Easy Passes.
Oh yeah, I guess we don't have an Easy Pass in here. Yeah, you're just gonna take a ticket.
I didn't know that. I just drive by it every time. I'm like, what does this even mean?
He just drives past it. So Jackson Dart
kind of careless, actually.
Started realizing he was just getting tickets because he wasn't paying the toll. He would drive past the Easy Pass, just maybe take the ticket or not, and be like, yeah, okay. The guy is, you got to remember, he's a young dude, new surroundings, didn't realize he had to pay a toll on the Jersey Turnpike. And finally, it dawned on him like, oh, it's the toll. Oh, I see.
I mean, look, traffic rules, I would say, just in a different place. I'm never really quite certain what they are.
It's like street signs in New York City.
Can you turn on red? Like, I'm not even sure. I don't know.
Can I? Where am I?
Just got to look over your shoulder. Make sure no one's watching.
So, here's where you confess. What is that sports rule, that life rule, that rando fun fact that you assumed, man, I think everyone else knows, but I don't. And
Are
I'm
you
just
going to confess about pickles right here on Fox Sports Radio?
You know, I was a grown-up. Now, it wasn't yesterday, guys.
It was like a year ago.
No, it was like a while ago now. I'll be honest. It was in my 20s. I was a grown-up when I realized that pickles were cucumbers. I didn't realize that pickles were just pickled cucumbers. I was like, wait a minute. That was something I discovered when I was like 20-something.
Where did you think that came from?
I thought they were two separate things.
They're smaller. They're darker. Like they're different vegetable, right? Yeah.
That's what I thought. I really did.
He just found that out recently.
I think
every once in a while you'll find something out like that. Like, oh, that's how they grow? I didn't know that.
Wait. A raisin is just a dried out grape?
Yeah, Rich just found that out too.
He just found that.
I mean, let him figure it out.
He does a song from the 2000s that, yeah, this happens with lyrics too, right? Lyrics of a song. There was a couple that I remember. There's a lyric that I was so dumb not to realize. I worked in pop radio back in the day. Still do on Sirius XM. There's a song with Jennifer Lopez and Ja Rule. And the song starts and she goes, "Are you Ellie?" I thought for years she was saying, like, "Are you Ellie? Is your name Ellie?"
How stupid is that?
And it dawned on me, I'm like, wait, she's spelling Ja Rule, R-U-L-E.
She's not asking him a question.
And then you realize, you hear him in the background saying, "What's my mother effing name?" And then she goes, "Are you Ellie?"
It could be confusing. I can totally see that.
Yeah, but it's Ja Rule. And he's the guy on the radio. You would think he knew that.
I remember when we were all into House of Cards. Remember when, before we all dismissed Kevin Spacey, even though apparently he's innocent? Remember we loved House of Cards? That was like our favorite show.
Great show.
For a couple of years, we all loved House of Cards. I remember coming into work and you and Spot talking about how Robin Wright, who was the main lead in House of Cards, you're like, yeah, Jenny from Forrest Gump. And I was like, I'm sorry,
She
what?
looks great, man.
I'm sorry, what?
Rich didn't put those two together.
Didn't put it together. So your Jackson Dart moment.
Rich just realized that Dave Grohl from the Foo Fighters is the same guy from Nirvana.
I didn't realize that, but I guarantee there is some idiot. There is some idiot.
Which is like, they kind of look alike.
Wait a minute. All right, we'll take your feedback next. We got more CNR, and we're going to give away some prizes right here in for Dan Patrick.
Now let's talk about our friends. Good things about our friends at Panini America, the official trading card and NFT partner of the Dan Patrick Show. Panini America delivers the ultimate collecting experience featuring the most sought-after NFL, NBA, and WNBA trading cards. Find all the top Panini athletes gearing up for this year's stacked NBA draft, including Trey Johnson and VJ Edgecombe, as well as this year's newly minted NFL draft class ready to light up the league from week 1.
Find the game's biggest stars and all-time greats on the award-winning Panini Direct app. Panini leads in NIL collectibles, too, spotlighting the top college athletes and rising names like Arch Manning and Paige Beckers. If you love digital collectibles, you could explore Panini's NFT platform at nft.paniniamerica.net, home to record-breaking sales every month. Find the hobby's most iconic brands like Prism and Select, or capture live sports moments with Panini Instant Cards.
Visit PaniniAmerica.net or download the Panini Direct app today. From draft night to prime time, Panini has you covered every step of the way. That's Panini America, the official trading card. And that's what I've always said. And NFT partner of the Dan Patrick Show.
It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
Yes! We talk about pop culture, we talk about sports, we talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio.
When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking Bo Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best. You were dating some girl, and you were like, "Hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense." Her mom walked in,
Can you believe he was dead the whole time?
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say. It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the fun.
we're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar?
Yeah.
Go up to a cute girl and say, oh, look at that bozo over there, and I'll point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain on.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. We take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
Josh, Covino thinks that every man should own a leather jacket.
I only wear vegan leather.
Can you believe this guy?
I can't believe this guy. We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
Mike Tyson, Covino, loves to just challenge us with random Mike Tyson trivia.
Which accomplished celebrity purchased my sprawling Connecticut estate?
I'm going to go 50 Cent.
You are absolutely correct, 50 Cent. I love his song.
You can't schedule a big event during a big sports moment.
My family member scheduled their wedding the same night as a Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Everyone was glued to that fight instead of doing the electric slide.
This is weak.
Unbelievable. You're very tricky.
America, you got sports, you got fun, you got us.
Covino and Rich.
We're crushing it. Wake up, it's two pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio.
You ready?
Yes. I'm Colin Cowherd. This is The Herd.
You are listening to The Dan Patrick Show.
It's the odd couple. You know what time it is. Let's get it. Fox Sports Radio.
Bigger, bolder, and better than anyone in the game.
Fox Sports Radio is the #1 sports audio network.
Diverse, fun, entertaining, and driven by the big sports topics of the day.
They had to bolster the offensive line, which they did.
You finally said something right. Congratulations. That game was incredible. You are wrong.
You could take that trash somewhere else. Wham!
We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
I'm your favorite fan.
Thank
I
you.
love you. You're very talented. You're the best.
Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Great show.
Thank you, Jim. You sound like Joe Pesci.
How am I funny to you?
I can't help but notice that the W-2s for the quarterback look a lot higher.
That's because we're worth it. You gotta be kidding.
He never was an elite quarterback.
This team is unstoppable. He made the right call.
You know that's right.
Oh! Now I get it.
You had to bring up that story. Now we have to hear the stupid song. Just kidding. Love you, J-Lo. Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio.
You see that video of J-Lo that's going around social media today where she's performing somewhere in Europe, and there was like some huge prehistoric-looking bug on her neck, and she just kept performing.
What? No. Must have missed it. Not in my algorithm.
No.
But it's a pleasure to be here in for Dan Patrick. We'll be here tomorrow and Friday. Thursday, our regular time, 5 to 7 on the East, 2 to 4 on the West. Everything at Covino and Rich. And you can check our YouTube channel. Again, youtube.com/@CovinoandRichFSR. Now, we're talking Jackson Dart. He's from the Utah area. Didn't know the rules in New Jersey, so he's just cruising through the easy pass lane, not paying the toll, essentially, and got all these tickets. And his thought was, I didn't know. I just kept driving. I just found out. So we're going over the times you just realized or just found out. You were the last to know.
We had a mutual friend in radio that I remember she didn't understand interest on a credit card. Like this sort of goes along with the Jackson Dart, where he just kept going through the tolls.
Some are understandable. Some are you're just dumb.
Yeah, like he's going through the tolls, and luckily he's a multimillionaire, and it doesn't matter at all to him. But, he's getting these tickets in the mail, like, hey, what's going on? It's like, hey, Jackson Dart, when you have to pay the toll.
It's like my brother who just found out that it's floor-to-ceiling windows, not Florida-ceiling windows. And he's an appraiser, by the way.
We saw Covino's brother write down on an appraisal.
He's like, yeah, they have Florida-ceiling windows, so definitely some value there. And I'm sorry, what?
What?
Florida-ceiling windows? Yeah, Florida-ceiling windows. Like they have in Florida.
There's so much sunshine there. They get a lot of
much sunshine.
They're Florida
ceiling windows.
Oh, boy.
So, yeah, I'm going to, factor that into the overall value. Excuse me, sir? You mean floor-to-ceiling windows? Oh, yeah. Wait, what?
Oh, that's what I meant, yeah.
Brett in North Carolina. What's up, Brett? You're on with CNR in for DP. What's up?
Hey, guys. Watched the TV the other day. My wife looks over to me after hearing something on the TV. It says, shrimp on the Barbie? You reckon they mean barbecue?
It finally dawned on her that shrimp on the Barbie meant barbecue.
Oh, my God. Wow, yeah.
Yo, but that's the thing. Everyone's got one of them. We don't need to keep going over, but I guarantee every single person listening now, there's been one, no-brainer that you just missed along the way. And for Jackson Dart, that might just be he was late to the party on realizing you have to pay tolls,
But I get it. He's not from here. That's my excuse all the time. Hey, I'm not from L.A., man. I don't know. You have to tell me.
They have Easy Pass in many, many states.
Yeah.
It's a monthly pass you buy, so you don't have to go to the toll booth.
I remember just not even knowing how to say basic things around here.
What I think?
Is it Sepulveda?
Yeah, when I moved here, I was like, it's Sepulveda. No,
Yeah.
it's Sepulveda.
Oh, well, I'm not from here, man. It's just one of those things.
Listen, it's like remember when you went away to college and the fun thing to do freshman year is like, oh my God, all of our regional differences. You meet all your new friends. Like this guy's from Denver, this girl's from Minnesota, this guy's from Boston. Those are the moments where you're like, oh, wow, regionally, you can understand where people don't know things. I'm pretty certain when my wife first came to New York, she's from Texas, we went to an Italian restaurant, and I think she questioned whether or not vodka sauce was like is there alcohol in it? No, it's just called vodka sauce. It's not alcoholic, but again.
She thought she was getting drunk.
Yeah, but we've talked about that on the show where people around the country have never heard of
it's
vodka
just pink sauce. Yeah.
Hey. Going to get to some more NFL, baseball. 40 games left. What are we going to see? We'll get to it all next right here. CNR.
Wake up, it's two pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio.
You ready?
Yes.
I'm Colin Cowherd. This is The Herd.
You are listening to The Dan Patrick Show.
It's the odd couple. You know what time it is. Let's get it. Fox Sports Radio.
Bigger, bolder, and better than anyone in the game.
Fox Sports Radio is the #1 sports audio network.
Diverse, fun, entertaining, and driven by the big sports topics of the day.
They had to bolster the offensive line, which they did.
You finally said something right. Congratulations. That game was incredible. You are wrong.
You could take that trash somewhere else. Wham! We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate you all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
I'm your favorite fan.
Thank you.
Love you. You're very talented. You're the best. Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Great show.
Thank you, Joe. You sound like Joe Pesci.
How am I funny to you?
I can't help but notice that the W-2s for the quarterback look a lot higher.
That's because we're worth it. You gotta be kidding.
He never was an elite quarterback.
This team is unstoppable. He made the right call.
You know that's right.
LeBron James is a legend.
No, he's not. He complains all the time.
You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. Wrong. Wrong.
For 25 years, Fox Sports Radio has dominated the sports audio landscape.
With the biggest talent and the best programming available.
We talk sports and we have fun doing it. We talk about life.
Sports radio is where you go after the games are over, and then the discussion begins.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
It is live. It is unscripted. No other medium can touch that.
And that's what makes it special.
Yes.
Who wants some?
Bigger, bolder, better. We are Fox Sports Radio.
Yeah.
It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
yes! We talk about pop culture, we talk about sports, we talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio.
When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking
joking.
Bo Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best. You were dating some girl, and you were like, hey,
The NFL is looking to beef up security after a gunman allegedly targeted their headquarters, recommending armed officers anywhere players are present. There's some new faces at Commanders camp now after the team signed linebacker Duke Riley and cornerbacks Essang Bassey and Antonio Hamilton Sr. And the Nationals, they'll try to get back into the win column there in Kansas City tonight. It'll be lefty Mitchell Parker starting on the mound there for Washington. I'm Scott Davidson.
DP.
Dan Patrick.
Welcome to the Dan Patrick Show.
We are the most unathletically decorated show in radio history, I think.
America's most revered sports talk show.
Respect the position that you have.
But today, Dan Patrick and the four Danettes are not here. So sitting in for Dan Patrick and hosting the Dan Patrick Show, here's Steve Covino and Rich Davis.
Hey, that's us, CNR on FSR. Covino and Rich, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7 on the East. Shout out to all the affiliates. What up, affiliates?
Oh.
And it's always a pleasure to be here. Yesterday, if you missed the show, today, Friday, check the podcast, search Covino and Rich, and we're excited to announce our brand new YouTube channel. It's youtube.com at Covino and Rich FSR. At Covino and Rich FSR, Covino. Just hit the subscribe button. Instant access to the very best videos from the show. Again, Covino and Rich FSR on YouTube. Subscribe this hour. Showtime Mahomes Trivia. We're giving away prizes.
Yeah.
That's all we ask.
I wanted to see if you could guess something real quick. And then I do want to talk about some big deals going on in sports. I feel like it's like a turning point as far as how we consume all of our media, especially in the sports world. But what company do you think, I just read, might have to shut down after 133 years? Think about where things have gone in our life technology-wise. There's your little hint. But a major company might be calling it quits.
Wow, really?
No, I'll give it away with one more hint.
Yeah.
Pitbull shouts him out 2 times in a song.
Kodak.
Think about it. Kodak.
Golly.
Does anyone, I mean, cameras and film, like...
It actually rhymes Kodak with Kodak.
Yeah, which is always bothered me.
Yeah, I don't like that.
But yeah, Kodak, they're saying after almost 150 years might have to close up shop. There's so many old school companies that when you think about it, just the other day, you were talking about newspapers and magazines and things that meant so much. I know Covino's on the History Channel quite a bit.
Yeah. Well, they misstepped like Blockbuster and like Toys R Us. Instead of moving with technology, they sort of fell behind. When at one point they were the league leaders, for sure.
Blockbuster's big mistake was...
like, no, film. They really leaned into film. Film. We need film.
Blockbuster's big misstep was they decided that no late fees was more important than trying to go digital. Remember, they're like, no, digital, who cares? No late fees, guys. But, yeah, Kodak, one that's going away. And, again, because we're constantly evolving, which sort of ties into where I wanted to go here, Cove, which was you saw Dana White and the UFC now in cahoots with Paramount Plus.
Breaking news yesterday, UFC agreed to a 7-year, $7.7 billion exclusive U.S. media right
of
Paramount Plus. Beginning in 2026, all UFC events will stream on Paramount Plus, with select events also airing on CBS. And that sort of coincides with what Turki Al-Sheikh in the world of boxing said recently. He said no more pay-per-views moving forward. He said he believed it ruined the sport. And I get it, because it was great at one time. We all tuned in to watch Mike Tyson knock people out. Sometimes you paid a lot of money just for 90 seconds. But you made a night of it.
In doing what?
I'm sorry?
You paid a lot of money for 90 seconds?
Yeah, watching Mike Tyson.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I was thinking
yeah, watching pay-per-views.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what you were thinking.
Huh?
But, yeah, because then I would have said 30 seconds.
Oh, okay.
But 90 seconds to watch a fight. And then, again, it was Mike Tyson, so you would do that. But you start losing a grasp and interest on the sport when you had to pay for every goofy fight where you didn't even know the people anymore. So it sort of ruined the sport, where he said he wanted to turn that around. So with Turki Al-Sheikh making moves in boxing, in fact, with Dana White, and then Dana White making this deal with Paramount Plus for UFC.
$7.7 billion.
Is it the death of pay-per-view? And I think it is.
We talked about cable TV and how does anyone even have cable anymore? Because, like, I'll watch my Met games on the MLB app. You have Sunday Ticket or Red Zone for NFL. And I don't know if you just saw ESPN and Fox are launching a new Ultimate Sports bundle. Did you see this? So
I did.
We all canceled.
Another breaking story.
Yeah. We all canceled cable to now just have all these apps and streaming services that are adding up to more than what our cable bill was.
You're right. You're still paying, but you're not paying the same way. So no more pay-per-views, most likely. Yesterday, ESPN and Fox announced a plan to bundle their direct-to-consumer offerings. The agreement will allow consumers to purchase the two services bundled together starting October 2nd for $39.99 per month.
Did you say
Fox
offerings?
One. I did say offerings.
Offerings.
And that was according to Yahoo Sports yesterday. Breaking news. Fox One. So with all these changes, with Dana White, with Turkey Al-Sheikh, and what used to be a fun thing, but then it became an expensive thing, is pay-per-view the newest to say goodbye.
Yeah,
PPV no longer.
I think we're looking at a world where, and I don't, feel like it's a very boomer thing to say, so I won't harp on it, but the whole idea of, our cable bills were like $100, $200, and we're like, F this. And at first you're like, I just got Netflix. And then Netflix has since like tripled in price. Remember when Netflix was like $5 to $10 a month? I feel like my Netflix bill, I don't know offhand, what is it, like $20, $30 now, Netflix?
All these streaming services have killed us with the price hikes.
And you know what? I don't mind because I enjoy my entertainment, but Hulu, HBO.
Peacock has doubled what it was like 2 years ago. It's like
Hulu's
12,
going away.
13 now.
Hulu's morphing into Disney Plus.
Yeah, and then so I have Hulu Live and Disney, and which will now be Disney, and then Paramount Plus, which I got for Dexter, and now I'm like, well, I guess I'll keep it if I get UFC now on Paramount Plus. But
and HBO is now HBO Max again, and tonight, episode 2 of Hard Knocks, Buffalo Bills. If anyone's watching, just a reminder there. So you got all these things streaming, and you're paying everywhere.
Yeah,
but you might not be paying for pay-per-view.
That's sort of an interesting thought, right? Like, I get it, and we have to accept it. It is what it is, right? I mean, you're going to end up paying $40 for your sports bundle. You're going to pay for Paramount Plus. You're going to pay for HBO. You're going to pay for Netflix and Hulu and Peacock and every
Amazon
network.
Prime.
And don't forget about the NFL Sunday Ticket. You have to have YouTube TV to be able to have your Sunday Ticket. So I have to pay the $80 a month or whatever it is to get YouTube TV every NFL season. It
Goodbye
sucks.
cable bill. We're just going to spend a couple $100 in other streaming services, which is, hey, fine with me, fine with you, I'm sure. But
another sad question, Rich. Based on technology,
what are you going to do?
What was the saddest for you to say goodbye to? For me, it was Toys R Us at one point. I remember taking my daughter there, like, take it in, it's going away. She's like, what? I'm like, yeah, no more.
Yeah.
No more Toys R Us. That was kind of sad.
I'm not going to lie. It is sort of lame
I was
when
a
you're
Toys R Us kid.
When you're taking your kids to a birthday party, which is, I'm sure a lot of people listening live that mom or dad life where every weekend or so, you got to bring your snot-nosed little kid to someone's birthday party. Jackson's party at Dave & Buster's, or, little Eleanor's party at the clay spot.
You got to bring
where you
them
make a little
an
pop.
Amazon gift card.
Yeah, but I'm saying you like Amazon gift card, or you're like, let's stop at Target. Like, yeah, the toy store is not – Target shouldn't be the toy store, but it sort of is now.
We know they're trying to make a comeback. We know it exists in
pop-up form.
Little pop-up form, but Jeffrey the giraffe isn't the same as it used to be.
Hey, Steve.
Yeah.
You still got FAO Schwartz, okay?
Yeah, that's still around.
Schwartz.
I saw one in
Schwartz, not Schwartz. There's no T.
Okay, Schwartz. It's FAO Schwartz.
Schwartz.
Okay, Schwartz, whatever. Oh, I
not
saw
whatever,
one
Sam.
in
Get
an
it right.
airport. I've always called it FAO Schwartz, all right?
There's no T.
All right, Schwartz.
If you're a new parent, though, Toys R Us not being around is a big hit. Koa turned 2 last week, and my better half and I, we were daydreaming about bringing him to Toys R Us that day to let him pick a couple of toys.
Well,
and
you remember how exciting that was for you and how you begged your parents to take you.
Are you kidding? My mom used to drop me and my brother off there and let the employees there babysit us for 2 hours.
Let me
She's
tell
like,
you,
I'll be back in a couple hours.
There was something magical about Toys R Us where they'd have the bike aisle, they'd have the action figures, the puzzles, the video game section. I remember even like the secondary ones. Remember like KB Toys?
Danny G, what were you doing there for 3 hours? Danny G was the guy opening up the Crocodile Mile and using it in the store. He was doing slip and slide down aisle 3.
They had the demo video game section, remember? So we would just stand there and play video games.
Nah, you were on the pogo ball, man, just jumping around the store for 3 hours.
Danny, here I'm back. Yeah, Mom, it's been 4 hours.
Yeah, man. They thought it was like a play place for Danny G.
But yeah, listen, while we are spending more money in other avenues, can't deny that. And you know what? What are you going to do?
Rich was real sad when the Twinkie went away.
What are you going to do?
But then it came back.
What are you going to do? Bitch and complain about it? But the reality is, though, it is sort of cool to know that every weekend, though, one of your buddies, if not you, has DAZN or ESPN and the Fox bundle that's coming out. Someone will have Paramount Plus. So the idea of UFC and boxing,
to me, it just sounds like more passwords to figure out.
Yeah, don't you hate when
what?
Don't you hate when you reset your password?
Swindle.
When you reset your password and they're like, you can't use the previous one. I'm like, then that
add a 1 to it.
It means I have to start new friendships because they have subscriptions to things I don't.
Now,
Paramount friend. I need a new Paramount friend, it seems.
Hey, who's got MGM Plus?
Yeah, exactly.
Let's add them to the friend group.
Hey, what was your favorite
but my
pay-per-view, Rich? What is it, like a WrestleMania 3 or like a Bongo Fiesta?
No, but one of my buddies would be the guy who doesn't love a Bongo Fiesta.
Sounds fun.
But I did have that one buddy whose dad would always get the Tyson pay-per-views. To me as a kid, growing up in the 80s and 90s, wrestling pay-per-views and Tyson fights were definitely top-notch.
Looking back, yeah, I'm sure most people would say some sort of WrestleMania would be their favorite moment or a Tyson fight. But I really, looking back, I love the early days of the tough man fights, the tough men competitions, and the early days of UFC when it was actual like sumos fighting jiu-jitsu dudes. Like that kind of thing. It was really cool early on.
We could complain because rightfully so. It's going to cost a lot of money to watch all your football games. All these streaming services are now adding up to more than our cable bill was. But you got to point out the good too, right? Like there are things that have changed that are better. You buy concert tickets or show tickets or airline tickets. Just to think in our childhood, you could book. I saw your buddy Mario Lopez Covino joke about this the other day on Instagram. He goes, when you book a vacation, even though you can do it on your phone, he's like, you ever break out the laptop for like bigger purchases because it doesn't feel right?
Yes.
Spending thousands of dollars on your phone. He's like, nah, I gotta break out the MacBook for this. I'm not booking a $5,000 vacation on my phone.
Yeah.
You need to be able to see it really clearly.
Yeah.
Every detail.
But just to think, like, if your parents had a family vacation, you don't realize the pain in the ass they probably went through.
They had to go to their travel agent.
A travel agent and like now you could just go to hotels.com, Hotels Tonight, Kayak or Priceline. You could go anywhere. Back then, your parents had to like strategically make appointments at a travel agent.
And you're trusting like some lady named Cindy at the travel agency.
Cindy, you sure this is the best deal for Hershey Park?
I know. She has a booklet. She's showing you like little pictures and everything.
Yeah. And the other day, Danny, you book concert tickets or ball game tickets. You could go to Ticketmaster, you could go to StubHub, Vivid Seats, SeatGeek, all these places to find your best deal. Back then, I remember even in the 2000s, waiting outside of Shea Stadium for when tickets went on sale for the playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember standing outside a record store for concert tickets?
Remember the ticket booths in stadium parking lots?
Yeah. So
and the lines going up to the window?
No doubt. That the next to the will call, remember figuring out what will call meant at first? Like, will call.
Oh, that ties into what we said. Yeah, I had no idea. I'm like, I'm here to see Will Call.
Is it William Call?
Bill, he goes, I don't know if his name Bill.
I will call you back.
Do you remember it, Danny?
The will call window, the first time I heard that. I had no idea what it meant.
I don't even know if new stadiums have a ticket window.
No, they do. A lot of them do. There's still will call windows. Absolutely.
So we say goodbye to pay-per-view.
But what I'm saying is there are some things I'm not sad to say goodbye to. Waiting in line for concert tickets, going to a travel agent to book things. Let's be honest.
What about the penny? The penny's gone, right? They stopped making them.
Bro,
new ones. Are you sad to see
no
more ass pennies?
I'm not sad.
What is Ben Maller going to do without his pennies?
Do you know what I don't miss? Having to carry around cash. I know some people love cash.
That's going away. I mean, cash is still king in a lot of places, but who carries cash?
Cash is
That's why I say all hobos definitely should have a Venmo account.
Honestly, the other day, I felt bad because I did want to help someone else. Like, yeah, you got any spare change? I'm like, spare change? You need a Venmo code, my man. Like, you need, I know what it was. I was at a venue, and it was an open bar, but I wanted to tip the bartender. And I'm like, yo, dude, you got a Venmo? He's like, yeah, let me find it. I'm like, dude, no offense, you should have it right here.
You should have it printed out.
You should have it printed out and be like, kindly accepting tips.
Tattoo it on your forehead.
Because the reality is, who has a $5 bill in their pocket or a 10 or 20 to like tip a bartender? So the one thing I won't miss to tie this all together, buying pay-per-views. You take in your chances. Do you really want to spend $80 for a Canelo fight or a UFC event when you're not sure it's even a fight you want to watch? But again, someone will have Paramount.
I wonder how that works with like DAZN though, because what DAZN does is they have a monthly subscription for the app, and then they still charge you for those big fights, right? But if Turkey Al-Sheikh is the one putting these big fights together, He's saying, nah, we'll see what happens in the future, but it looks like it's going away.
Dale in Ohio. What's up, Dale? You're on with CNR.
877-99 on Fox. Everything at Covino and Rich at Fox Sports Radio.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, you were talking about that Jay Gruhl song. How about the 1970 song Afternoon Delight?
Yeah.
What about?
I didn't have a clue what that song was about until my wife said, "You don't know what that means?"
You know, that's a good as far as not knowing what it means. Yeah,
It's like an ice cream sundae in the afternoon. Yeah.
yeah.
Just like
Afternoon delight.
Just a little dessert.
Afternoon delight.
Sky rockets in flight.
So, your thoughts at Covino and Rich, 877-99 on Fox. And know what we're going to do coming up next? We're going to reward you for hanging with us this morning. Give away a prize.
It's our way of bribing people to check out our regular show and giving back. Again, we're giving away bribery balls, but in the form of IOUs, which are just as good as money.
You know,
that's as good as money, sir. Those are IOUs.
I will say we have a new rule. We have a new rule for playing our games here on Fox
Bill
Sports
Maher?
Radio. New rule. New rule. Okay.
Okay.
New rule, Bill Maher style. Danny, if we're going to give away a prize, the person has to confirm that they are subscribed to our YouTube page.
I like that.
Because you can't. I'm not giving you anything if you can't simply subscribe for free.
Yeah.
So
Thanks for holding our listeners hostage.
I definitely do that. 877-99 on Fox. We'll give away some prizes next. If you want to do some NFL trivia.
Oh, it's easy, by the way. Don't be scared, as you used to say. Don't do that. Just call 877-99 on Fox. It's multiple choice.
Yeah.
So it's easy, breezy, beautiful. Showtime Mahomes. Broke Mahomes comes here to ask some questions, and all you have to do is answer right. You win. Bo-bam.
All right. We do that next right here on Fox Sports Radio. Now, the TSA, they warn travelers not to use airport USB charging ports due to criminal use called juice hacking, where hackers install malware into the ports using public Wi-Fi for financial activity at the airports. Also cautioned against because it's an easy target for hackers to steal your info.
Oh, man. It's important to understand how cybercrime and identity theft are affecting our lives. Lots of places can accidentally expose your personal information. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points a second for risks to your identity. LifeLock.
It detects and alerts you to potential identity threats you may not spot on your own, like loans taken out in your name, crimes committed by thieves pretending to be you.
Yeah, if you do become a victim of identity theft, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will fix it guaranteed or your money back with LifeLock.
It's easy to help. Protect yourself with LifeLock. Join now and save up to 40% off your first year with promo code Patrick. Call 1-800-LifeLock or head to LifeLock.com and use promo code Patrick for 40% off. Terms apply.
Wake up, it's two pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio.
You ready?
Yes.
I'm Colin Cowherd. This is The Herd.
You are listening to The Dan Patrick Show.
It's the odd couple. You know what time it is. Let's get it.
Fox Sports Radio.
Bigger, bolder, and better than anyone in the game.
Fox Sports Radio is the #1 sports audio network.
Diverse, fun, entertaining, and driven by the big sports topics of the day.
They had to bolster the offensive line, which they did.
You finally said something right. Congratulations.
That game was incredible. You are wrong.
You could take that trash somewhere else. Wham! We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
I'm your favorite fan.
Thank
I
you.
love you. You're very talented. You're the best.
Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Great show.
Thank you, Jim. You sound like Joe Pesci.
How am I funny to you?
I can't help but notice that the W-2s for the quarterback look a lot higher.
That's because we're worth it.
You gotta be kidding.
He never was an elite quarterback.
This team is unstoppable. He made the right call. You know that's right.
LeBron James is a legend.
No, he's not. He complains all the time. You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. Wrong. Wrong. For 25 years, Fox Sports Radio has dominated the sports audio landscape.
With the biggest talent and the best programming available. We talk sports and we have fun doing it. We talk about life.
Sports radio is where you go after the games are over, and then the discussion begins.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
It is live. It is unscripted. No other medium can touch that.
And that's what makes it special.
Yes.
Who wants some?
Bigger, bolder, better. We are Fox Sports Radio.
Yeah.
It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
yes, we talk about pop culture, we talk about sports, we talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio.
When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking
joking.
Bo Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best. You were dating some girl, and you were like, hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense. Her mom walked in. Can you believe he was dead the whole time?
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say. It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the funk.
we're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar?
Yeah.
Go up to a cute girl and say, oh, look at that bozo over there, and I'll point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain on.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. We take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
Josh, Covino thinks that every man should own a leather jacket.
I only wear vegan leather.
Can you believe this guy?
I can't believe this guy. We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
Mike Tyson, Covino, loves to just challenge us with random Mike Tyson trivia.
Which accomplished celebrity purchased my sprawling Connecticut estate?
I'm going to go 50 Cent.
You are absolutely...
This song's about ice cream, right? Sounds good. I think I'll have some. Covino and Rich. We're normally your afternoon delight. But we're here early in the morning for Dan Patrick today, and we'll be on again tomorrow and Friday. So catch the podcast. Search Covino and Rich wherever you stream your podcast. Shout out to all the affiliates. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Thank you, Dan Patrick Nation. Again, live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. Rapid Radio's the official walkie-talkie of the Dan Patrick Show.
Rapid Radio
is a push-to-talk nationwide LTE coverage service. No subscriptions required. Stay connected with your family in emergencies anywhere. Visit rapidradios.com now for up to 60% off and free shipping.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a couple quick phone calls, and then we'll play our game. Let's say hi to Adam in Tampa. What's up, Adam?
Hey, you guys should play Backdoor Santa later. That's another good song.
What's going on?
I wanted to bring up, I may be showing my age here, but I remember when I had scramblers for the cable box.
Yeah.
So you could get illegal cable. And I also remember a friend of mine was a high school janitor, and he was able to get the free DirecTV cards from a kid at the school who was able to de-scramble all the cards so you could get any type of DirecTV cable you wanted.
Oh, old sideburns.
Yeah.
It was up to scams.
Old cable boxes. I remember there was always like
hell
tricks,
yeah.
like if you held it a certain way, like you could see a scrambled boob.
Oh, no joke, dude. When we first got our cable box back in the early 80s, you could stick a butter knife inside the box and hit one of the connections, boom, unscrambled the Playboy channel. Just like that.
That
boobies,
was the goal.
Boobies everywhere.
Yeah. Oh, there is Big Mike who runs this place.
Yeah, boy.
Hey,
Who?
Never heard of them.
All right, let's say hi to Baker in Illinois. What's up, Baker?
Hey, I'm sorry to do this, but as a chef, I have to correct you. There is vodka in vodka sauce.
I think I was more.
Did you say there wasn't vodka in vodka sauce?
I was more referencing that like it wasn't alcoholic. Like
it burns off. I think what
Yeah.
Rich meant was
the
that
chef has something to
it's
add
not
there.
going to get you drunk.
yeah,
The
meaning
alcohol
yeah.
comes out.
No, I get it.
Yeah,
And
you burn it off.
Baker,
I knew that.
I appreciate you bringing that up because that's like when someone would cook with wine. Like the
Or like
recipe's not going to get you drunk.
braised beer. You know, you're not going to get intoxicated off that.
Yeah, beer battered fries are not going to get you hammered. So, but yeah, there is technically vodka in vodka sauce, but again, it burns off. All right, let's do this. Let's play Showtime Mahomes trivia. Come on.
The mostly lovable Patrick Mahomes.
Truth is, I want everybody to love me, not just the refs.
It's time for some NFL trivia.
I'm here.
Yes, we know you're here.
All right, Patrick Mahomes here to play Showtime Mahomes trivia.
All right, FSR Security walking our broke Patrick into the main studio.
What's up? You guys are big time. And for Dan Patrick, hey, good morning. Hey, what's up?
How's your preseason so far?
I mean, I was 1 for 1, 1 yard, 1 touchdown. We lost, but I brought the heat. But feeling good. Good to be here. What up,
So you're
Danny
blaming
G?
your teammates for the loss.
Absolutely. Cardinals, don't worry. It means nothing. Preseason means nothing.
All right, let's meet the contestants. 24-time winner Rich Davis right
All
over
right,
there.
let's go. Here we go.
In for 20-time champion Dan Byer is Big Mike, who doesn't run anything.
That is me.
Big Mike
Hey, what up, Big Mike?
in the house.
Hello, Patrick.
And 8-time champion Spotty Boy right over there.
Oh, yeah, let's do it. Big number 9.
Looking to win an upcoming CNR Nerf football in our next shipment here. Let's go to the studio lines. Big Mike, I'll use you for this. Would you love to travel to beautiful San Diego, California, Corpus Christi, Texas, Whittier, California, Whittier where the girls are prettier, or downtown L.A.?
I mean, let's get out of LA. Let's get out of California. Let's go to Texas. Corpus Christi.
All right, you want to talk to Kevin. What up, Kev?
Hey, Kev.
What's going on, guys? Hey, quick note, man. I discovered you guys because I'm a big Dan Patrick fan, bro. Now I listen to you guys every day, brother.
Oh, thank you, man. See, you picked the
Whoa,
right guy.
mama, that's how it goes. Big time.
All
Big
right.
time. Hey, Patrick Mahomes here. What's up, buddy?
By the way, really quick, Kev, what do you do for a living there in Texas?
I'm out here slanging uniforms, brother. Uniformes.
Oh,
Nice, man.
Okay. Here are the rules for Showtime Mahomes NFL Trivia. The first contestant with 2 correct answers is the champ. If there's a tie, we have a tiebreaker question. Your name is your buzzer, but you do have to wait until all 3 possible answers are read. If there's 2 wrong answers in a row, we move on to the next question. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's get it on.
Damn right I'm ready. 24 days away, baby. Let's go. All right, I'm here, Patrick Mahomes. Gonna be on a TV show, too, someday. 1973, Fred Dreyer, a.k.a. Hunter, became the first player to score 2 safeties in a single game. Which team was he on when this happened? A, the Rams, B, the Packers, or C, the Cowboys?
Mike.
Kevin.
Big Mike.
The Rams.
Yes.
Wow.
L.A. Rams.
Wow, Mike's bringing the boom.
Hunter was already in Hollywood. All right, we move on to round 2. Big Mike on the board so far.
What was I once quoted saying about youth sports?
Say it again.
What was I once quoted saying about youth sports?
Oh, youth sports. Okay.
Yeah, Utes.
Youths.
Youths.
A, kids in sports It makes such an impact in life with the lessons that you learn.
Okay, sounds
B, I'm excited to coach my own kids and be a junior Andy Reid. Or C, in Pop Warner football, I was on the Raiders, and that's one of the reasons I love Max Crosby so much.
Kevin.
Kev.
Hey.
Hey, yes.
There you go.
Boom.
Way to
Kevin.
bring it.
Kev, halfway to a CNR prize.
Kev bringing the heat.
All right, Big Mike and Kevin on the board as we go to round 3.
All right, Patrick Mahomes here. What up, Dan Patrick Nation? Let's go. Round 3. In 2000, who became the first team to make our first-round picks in the same draft? Who was the first
say it
team
again.
to make 4 first-round picks in the same draft?
4 of them.
4 of them. A, the Browns, B, the Chargers, or C, the Jets?
Kevin.
Kev for the win.
The Browns.
No.
Oh!
Rich.
Rich for the steal.
What was C again?
C was the Jets.
Jets.
Yes. Boom. 3-way tie just like that. Kev, Big Mike, and Rich.
You had Sean Ellis 12th, Abraham 13th, Pennington 18th, and Beck 27th. All right, round 4.
Worked out well for them.
Wow,
Yeah,
this is
right.
heated.
Yeah.
I
Let's
was
try,
about to say, those are some winner picks for the Jets.
let's try to snap this tie with round 4.
All right, round 4. Which NFL kicker broke the record for the most field goals in a single game with 8? A, Sebastian Janikowski of the Raiders. B, Rob Baronis of the Titans. Or C, Greg Zuerlein of the Rams.
Mike.
Kevin.
Big Mike for the win.
B.
Rob Baronis is correct.
That's
Big
right. In 2007 versus the Texans. Way to go, Mike. Way to steal the prize from our caller, man. Like, way to let it be.
I'm on delay, man.
You know what? I would like to donate my winnings to Kev.
Oh, man, what a guy.
What a guy.
In an
All right.
unprecedented move. All right, Corpus Christi, you're going to get a gift from CNR courtesy of Big Mike.
Big Mike is transferring his IOU over to Kevin.
That's right.
That's as good as when he's
And by the way, if you're
Those are
watching,
IOUs.
if you're watching on our Fox Sports Radio YouTube channel, that is not an aged Stone Cold Steve Austin. That's Big Mike who runs this place.
I
There
thought
he
it
is.
was Rick from Pawn Stars when I got here.
Oh, there he is.
Thank you, Mike, and thank you guys. It's a pleasure being on my third favorite show. Again, number 2 being Dan Patrick, number 3 being you guys, Covino and Rich. Number 1, New Heights, baby, Taylor Swift.
Oh.
Can't wait. Can't wait, New Heights. Kelsey, Chiefs, let's go. 24 days, baby, yeah.
All right, thanks, Patrick.
Yeah, better luck in your second preseason game.
See you,
Bye,
Patrick.
Patrick.
Oh, man, I can't wait to see Max Crosby sack him.
By the way,
Patrick Mahomes, way too hyped up for the mornings here on Dan Patrick.
I know it's a little eye rolly because we know that everyone for the next 48 hours going to be talking about Taylor Swift on Kelsey's podcast.
Her big album reveal.
She revealed she has a new album.
Yeah, Patrick wouldn't stop talking about it. I saw him in the lobby.
Travis
He's all
Kelce and Taylor Swift.
It's a new era.
Let me tell you, the sad reality is that, I guess it's not so sad, it'll likely be the most listened to podcast ever.
Oh,
is that
without a doubt.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, they're not hateable in any way, so I'm not mad about it. But again, it's
Because I'd imagine a sit down with Taylor and anyone would get a lot of views. Kelsey already has a high rated podcast. I
Right.
can only imagine that this would break some type
It's
of like
gonna
Joe
break
Rogan interview or something.
I agree
right?
with you. Yes, that's the takeaways. Like, did you hear that there's a new record in town? 2 new records: Taylor Swift's record and
Yeah.
the record of people listening to this podcast.
I'd imagine so. And my question for you is, they released one other statement from Travis Kelce. He was interviewed, I believe, by GQ.
Well, isn't he on the cover? I saw the photos. I'm pretty sure it's the cover. Is it not?
He said what he loves about Taylor, one of the things is that she's just like his mom. And it sort of ties back to that
David Justice
story where he said Halle Berry wasn't doing cooking and cleaning and all the stuff his mom did, and he just wasn't used to dating a woman that didn't do those type of things. Do you subconsciously feel like we want to be with a woman like our mom? Because I feel like my mother is nothing like
if
what
it's
I
true, it
end
has
up-
to be subconscious.
I
Because I,
think
would say
100%.
no.
I'd say 100%.
Really? I
and,
mean,
and women date men like their father.
Dr. Melfi always said that everything goes back to your mother.
Your mother.
Everything, goes back to your mom. But as far as dating, I was always looking for, and I say this respectfully, the opposite. I would see how my mom, and she's the best mom in the world. I have a smother. She smothered me with love, almost too much. But she would, as my dad would say, bust his chops all the time. So I would say to myself, here's what's interesting. Man, I'm never going to be with someone who busted my chops. And subconsciously, what did I end up with?
Every woman you've dated has only busted your
Right?
chops.
Squeezing my shoes all day.
But
They're called, they henpeck you. Right?
So consciously, I'm like, hell no. Subconsciously, it's what you end up with. So maybe there is truth to that.
They wouldn't talk about daddy issues and mommy issues so much if it wasn't a thing, right?
Travis Kelce says Taylor Swift's just like Mama Kelce, and he gushes over the organic, quote-unquote, organic relationship, as they put it. He opens up and says that the pop superstar is just like his mommy. Gushed over his new relationship in GQ.
Mama.
And pointed out how they have similar qualities, like ideal qualities that he looks for in a woman,
I
just
can
like
see that.
Mama Kelce.
I think we're all going to take from our childhood, For years, I feel like people have denied, like, oh, yeah, I don't know. Do you really look for someone, or, do your parents have an impact on you? And the answer is yes. Like, you may not want to, we always assume it has to do with looks. No, it could just be personality qualities. Like, Taylor Swift and his mom apparently both are very kind to everyone in the room and, looking for someone that's just kind. And apparently they are in love, and that'll be your most listened to podcast ever. And that's tomorrow.
That's tomorrow. Patrick Mahomes, real excited about it. Are you excited about it? Props to them. It'll be number one, without a doubt.
Well,
like I said, a trailer dropped yesterday of the interview. Within minutes, like over 20 million people. Within minutes.
It was
I don't
really,
know what
it was really just one line. It was her saying that
We're really going to do this, aren't we, Travis?
What did she say? Like, that color looks good on you. And he's wearing like a blue shirt. He's like, it's a color of your eyes, baby.
Yeah.
And then she's like, we'll talk about it on the Bleepin' podcast or something.
Yeah.
Are we really about to do a Bleepin' podcast?
And again,
Bam.
that stupid 10-second
120
clip.
million people.
It was 13 seconds. There was some kind of relevance for that, significance. I don't
And
know.
then she
12,
reveals the
probably
album
12.
art of her
13
new
seconds.
stuff.
All right. Now, I got to ask, you said this before, Covino, but I want to dive in for a few minutes before you get out of here today.
Who are you,
So
Jacques Cousteau?
we got a good half hour left. Do you think every winning team, every championship caliber team needs some type of magic?
You say magic, I say corny rally cry. I don't think every team needs that. I think that's kind of lame. It's gimmicky.
Okay, and I say that because there's a team in Major League
It's
Baseball
like you're
that is,
grasping for moments.
but there's a team in baseball that has won 10 in a row, and they joke about how it might have to do with a pancake in a pocket. If you don't know what we're talking about, we'll get to that next. Last year, I'll tell you, I think you could argue your Dodgers won the World Series, but outside the Dodgers, there was nothing more fun than watching the Mets playoff run, and that was all grimace and hawk to a girl and all, like, those gimmicks kept a fan base alive in a way. And we'll talk about that next. Gimmicky, or does a team need something like that? Do they need some mojo?
Something to rally behind?
We'll get to that next. In for Dan Patrick, Covino and Rich.
Wake up, it's two pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio.
You ready?
Yes. I'm Colin Cowherd. This is The Herd.
You are listening to The Dan Patrick Show.
It's the odd couple. You know what time it is. Let's get it.
Fox Sports Radio.
Bigger, bolder, and better than anyone in the game.
Fox Sports Radio is the #1 sports audio network.
Diverse, fun, entertaining, and driven by the big sports topics of the day.
They had to bolster the offensive line, which they did.
You finally said something right. Congratulations.
That game was incredible. You are wrong.
You could take that trash somewhere else. Wham! We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
I'm your favorite fan.
Thank
I
you.
love you. You're very talented. You're the best.
Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Great show.
Thank you, Jim. You sound like Joe Pesci.
How am I funny to you?
I can't help but notice that the W-2s for the quarterback look a lot higher.
That's because we're worth it.
You gotta be kidding.
He never was an elite quarterback.
This team is unstoppable.
He made the right call.
You know that's right.
LeBron James is a legend.
No, he's not. He complains all the time. You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. Wrong. Wrong.
For 25 years, Fox Sports Radio has dominated the sports audio landscape.
With the biggest talent and the best programming available. We talk sports and we have fun doing it. We talk about life.
Sports radio is where you go after the games are over, and then the discussion begins.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
It is live. It is unscripted. No other medium can touch that.
And that's what makes it special.
Yes.
Who wants some?
bigger,
bolder,
better.
We are Fox Sports Radio.
Yeah.
It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
Yes! We talk about pop culture, we talk about sports, we talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio.
When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking
joking.
Bo Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best. You were dating some girl, and you were like, hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense. Her mom walked in. Can you believe he was dead the whole time?
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win.
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the funk.
We're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar?
Yeah.
Go up to a cute girl and say, oh, look at that bozo over there. And I'll point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain on.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. I take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
Josh, Covino thinks that every man should own a leather jacket.
I only wear vegan leather.
Can you believe this guy?
I can't believe this guy. We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
Mike Tyson, Covino, loves to just challenge us with random Mike Tyson trivia.
Which accomplished celebrity purchased my sprawling Connecticut estate?
I'm going to go 50 Cent.
You are absolutely correct, 50 Cent. I love his song.
You can't schedule a big event during a big sports moment.
My family member scheduled their wedding the same night as a Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Everyone was glued to that fight instead of doing the electric slide.
This is weak.
Unbelievable. You're very tricky.
America, you got sports.
Live from the Fox Sports Radio studio, it's Covino and Rich. Steve Covino and Rich Davis. Steve Covino from Union, New Jersey. Rich Davis, Franklin Square, Long Island. We live out here on the west side and mean streets of L.A., broadcasting live from the Barrio Vato Loco. Live on Fox Sports Radio, in for DP. And for over 40 years, Tire Rack has been helping customers find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive. Ship fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. TireRack.com. Tire Rack. The way tire buying should be. Now, before we run out of time, it's getting late early. Tomorrow, Rich, we're in for DP again, and we do two things. We give away more prizes, trying to bribe people to check out our regular show, 5 to 7 on the East, Monday through Friday. And we have a bonus podcast called Overpromised on Fox Sports Radio's YouTube page. Overpromised. Every Wednesday on our show, we do Mike, Big Mike, who runs this place.
Yeah.
You know
Who?
Mike. The guy that was just here. He looks like Rick from Pawn Stars. Mike. He does words of wisdom, and you have to repeat them verbatim for a prize. We'll do that tomorrow. Plus, Midweek Major, the biggest stories in the world of sports and pop culture, are the stories mid-week or major.
Well,
we'll get to that mañana on the showgram.
let me give you a preview, and you tell me if you think this story is midweek or major.
Sure.
The Milwaukee Brewers, winners of 10 in a row, hottest team in baseball, best
So hot.
record in baseball.
So hot, want to touch the hiney.
That
We're so hot right now.
that Veronica Vaughn is one piece of ace.
Sabado.
Brewers, hottest team in baseball, 10 in a row, and they all attributed to manager Pat Murphy's pancakes. What does that even mean? Well, mid-interview, right when this winning streak started,
You've always talked about Pat Murphy's cakes.
I always have. Murph's pocket pancakes are now going to be sold at the stadium starting this week. Now, he pulled the pancake out of his pocket, and now the fans are rallying behind this.
Why? Why did he do this? I don't know the origin of this.
A mini pancake. They call them pocket pancakes.
The power of the pocket pancake.
Did it have lint on it when he pulled it out?
Well, you know what? He probably, I'm guessing. I don't know the backstory. I saw the clip. But he's just rolling by the buffet or whatever in the clubhouse, picks one up, puts it in his back pocket.
For later.
Next thing he knows, he's being interviewed, and then he takes a little bite out of it.
The team says it used to be little bagels that he had in his pocket.
bagel bites?
He's
Little
done
bagel bites?
little waffles, and the latest thing, I guess, are small pancakes in his pocket.
Well, I love it because I do think that now Covino would say, oh, you just love gimmicky nonsense. But I do feel like every winning team.
Not everyone. Some people just believe in winning and playing good baseball. It's not about gimmicky goofiness.
Steve, what's that thing you always say?
What?
That phrase, you got a something in your step and something in your
There's
pocket?
a swing in my step and a pancake in my pocket.
Yes, thank you.
It's Kyle Dunnigan. I got to give him props.
All right.
So here's what I mean by that. I always take it back to the goofy-ass rally monkey. I thought that was the corniest thing ever. The rally monkey. That's what the Angels are remembered for. That
won a
sweet
World Series
That-
23 years ago with it.
That and Spezio's weak-ass soul patch. That's what you're remembered for? That's so corny, dude. It was so gimmicky. I guess it worked because the fans and the team rallied behind it. It gave something to bond over and run with.
Yeah, but,
and everyone has a slogan. Like, I remember in 96, I think it was 96, Mariano Duncan would say, "We play today, we win today. That's it. That's it." And that became like their T-shirt, and of course the cowboy ups, and everybody's got something goofy. I'm not really into that, really. It sounds corny. Like the Mets, I hate how they lean into any little thing. Like, oh, that's the good luck thing, and that's where we go on a run. Yeah, last year, how many gimmicks did you have between Timmy Trumpets, Grimace, the stupid song, the OMG? I mean, a Hawk Tour girl? How many gimmicks do you need? You're grasping at straws to find where the turning point is.
To me, all the things you just said.
You water everything down with that.
All the things you just said, I feel the complete opposite. I feel like last year, the Mets were the most exciting team in baseball. They just bumped into a better team in the Dodgers in the playoffs. But the Mets were winning, but they were winning in dramatic fashion, and they had people dressing up like Grimace.
I like the OMG thing.
They had the
that was fun.
Iglesias, who's now on the Padres.
Well, some gimmicky things are more fun than others.
And the
the whole sentiment last year was that
you know what was corny?
while the Mets didn't go all the way, they were the most fun team to watch. And I feel that way when teams do have gimmicks. Like when you see the Mariners and someone hits a home run, they have their like Titan sphere like that they hold. Like
Trident, right?
The Trident. I love that type of stuff.
No, it's a Titan sphere.
I don't know what it is.
It's
I believe it is a
you're
trident.
right, Sam. And of course the Dodgers, their goofy hip flexor thing.
The
But
hip
when you
flexor
look at
and
it,
then the Ohtani
they
makeup
won,
thing.
right?
But for rallying for the Dodgers back probably 5 to 7 years ago, you remember the rally banana? I think it was probably 2015, right around there. Kike Hernandez you've seen people wear those banana costumes, like from the waist up.
Yeah.
And Kike used to put that on. They called it the rally banana at Dodger Stadium.
I'm not saying I'm opposed to fun. I want to make that clear. Fun is great in the sports, and we should lean into that. I just feel like some of these are over the top.
I want to be a rally banana.
Your head is too big for that costume.
Dude, I think they're all fun. And again, if you're a Milwaukee Brewers fan.
But I feel like it becomes the Mets' identity. I feel like the Mets ruin it. It's like you have one, you stick with it.
I know.
You know, like try to find one, and then you suck, and then you try to find another one, and you suck again, and you try to find another one.
See, I think the key is if it happens naturally, it's like viral videos, right?
It's got to be organic.
You can't force something to be like, let's make it go viral,
I feel like
Johnson.
the Mets force these things.
No. I think these things for the Mets have been natural. I think right now, I think when your team is like, oh man, we have a weak buzz going on right now, we need to find something. I think that's when it seems forced and lame.
So
I think
the
fact
pancake thing was sort of organic. I don't think he meant to go viral and for this to become a thing because Murph ate a pancake out of his pocket.
And again, not just to talk about my Mets, but last year was a great example when the Mets were playing awful, Grimace threw out the first pitch, and then the Mets got hot and were the best team in baseball like a month and a half. So the fact that like it's the Grimace, like, and fans were wearing the purple costume, that's funny. When Pat Murphy, manager of the Brewers, eats a pancake out of his pocket in the most cavalier way, and people are like, wait a minute, did you just eat a pancake in your pocket?
And now they won 10 in a row.
And now it's like, yo, the rally pancake. To me, I lean into those things. When you try to force it, it's like forcing a viral video. You can't make it happen. You could have the funniest thing, but if you try to force it, no good.
Danny and I were talking about this yesterday. I immediately thought of that scene from Napoleon Dynamite where he had the tots in his pocket.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, Napoleon, give me some of your tots. And then he said no, and then he crushed him with his foot. I thought of that with the pancake pocket pancake.
I think in college football, you see this with like, you know, when a guy gets a big play or an interception, they might have some big necklace or something they wear, or home runs. Every team now.
Well, that's fun. That's tradition. I'm not mad at that. I'm mad at the forced moments.
I don't know what it is with the Mets this year. When someone hits a home run, they hold up some big flip-flop now. Have you seen that? Every team's got their own dugout thing. They might wear like a warrior big helmet or like a samurai thing. Like everyone's got something. If it doesn't seem forced, I love it. But I think every good team.
It seems to be a bit of a superstition too, though, right? Like that just goes hand in hand with sports. Sort of like a good luck charm at this point. Like you need to do those things or lean into those things to keep that streak going.
Well, we got 40 games left in the baseball season.
We got 40 games left, and Rich and I have a bet, by the way, DP Nation. Yankees or Mets, who has the better record? It's a $1,000 bet. Of course, I'm rooting for my Yankees, Rich rooting for his Mets. And for every game more, it's another $100.
And as of right now,
you're up by half a game.
Half a game. So after all this, we're even practically?
Almost,
What's that about?
So 24 days away from football, 40 games left of baseball. It's a good time.
Good time to be a sports fan for
Right.
sure. And we'll be back tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your Taco Tuesday here on Fox Sports Radio. Again, subscribe to our YouTube page. We'd appreciate that. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Arrivederci, baby.
See you in the promised land.
Later, DP Nation.
Goodbye, guys. Later.